Se Nyankopon ye adom de eba aban mu a bibia akemu no monsa ebeka. And what's that obia de ni sika ma aban na ni sika no ye den ebekam. Ye ba be ye campaign e hote MPP wa adwuma ye share niema ni bi was e wa aban mu ye ntimi anwie. And what's that aban bia etena ho ema sebe onipa de ni sika ema aban na ebeduru me bi no aban ebeti ni sika no so. MPP ba sa nipa 2,320 a omo ka wo debt exchange no ho no e ka mo boy ye for mre tintin a ye beba power no MPP a mi gidi se meda no sika bia akokam no Dr. Brian Champion ba bedi o mampeni no obetua mu sika abamo. Pension funds institutions are musika kemu emra ne ye wo aban mu no se Nyankopon ye adom de eba aban mu a bibia akemu no monsa ebeka. And what's that obia de ni sika ma aban na ni sika no ye den ebekam. Ye ba be ye campaign e hote MPP wa adwuma ye share niema ni bi was e wa aban mu ye ntimi anwie. And what's that aban bia etena ho ema sebe onipa de ni sika ema aban na ebeduru me bi no aban ebeti ni sika no so. MPP ba sa nipa 2,320 a omo ka wo debt exchange no ho no e ka mo boy ye for
Western Diamond Television, Western Diamond TV, so Western in the morning, Wednesday's edition, the 17th day of December 2025. Donsiambo Apawishima Ediono 620. I pay baby out here and Kabia at Chow Quanson Crasso. And then so I did Chibio Yatanasi Betigan and Como. And someone Echo Tree Nako Brema. Yeah, Edika Editia pay Atanasi and Union to a train. A quiet breakfast for my Ghana Bay, yeah. Perufua Yatu Abama woman, Perufua di Jumedia Sawansa. Quan Papa Betimia first one. I say, yeah, one man you Betimia, yeah. I bet me first one. Timemu Fons who bet me to one more bra. When you're junior to about at the belly per Kobe said, when you say Papa now, mine on put 20 minutes. I bet Johnny and social media handles on Western Diamond Television. On Facebook, Western Diamond TV, Facebook, Western Diamond TV Live or YouTube channel, so Western Diamond TV Live, our YouTube channel, so. Subscribe to our channel, like the page and share. I pay for agent for the evening call. Text message 0248071174 0248071174. WhatsApp message, text message about a pay. You better not Jenny Kalina Jamon. Better my band Nana Konadu Ebu Premier. I'm in 190 and I'm sorry. Chemaba Essential Abna say one many upon Samuel Jinko. Kwabena Yaro. Arapei Omofia. Ombo Machidom son kone asomo. Somebody do no necessary. Denwa yebubo so chem na update aba. Arapei yebecheni na mu akremo. Them man just reflect in your life and apologize to someone that you have offended. I feel you kona we here. And now 17. You will December Bosu ye cha afi kan. Omania Bunkompo show a chip. When you pay our tian naso, when you pay our phone no. Friana Panichow, Friana Efa and from Swa Wayan on Fanchow. A bow abo quite the amount of free room in your bar. Bunkompo ka crash a chip. I feel what yet Ripa Naso. Wakasa tieri pebebre. Why ni yebi atieri pepi. Wabuli pebebre enutia. Bonkombo showachi. Na Esra Boniface. Na me wejini sa ebobo kwampa ama opa. Wo afifufra yebe wuremu no. Anya hantan kwaso ya hombrase kwaso. Bonkombo. Arapai ukwada no pay. Shane so sa mame. Yes, will be a way so above. And from so battery power. And to Buase pa. A boom composure with cheap. Untia will be an answer. Cassentia will be a Umfumubia. Say, if it's about to now, Kaya, yes, as I will say. Could you pardon us? One to me calling us for the Teta for so. One to me call a ferry food, the ferry food. Fanny do a cheap. Now, a costra body fatting. Costra the hot body fatting. Some from Swa, why you know, on Fanto. Now, no me do a tear, but in free so. Now, it's not a musu abrabum. Abrabonu go ye, my Rubas Abrabona, and your money abonu. Be a free baby about Abrabona. I dare take it to be about what you were saying. Shannon soon. Now, it was among who quarter to pay 17th December 2025. January by Sabri to Buasi. Now, the American town on pay. Say, Unya Kukudona, we are. Went to me and Fremekwan cancer me. Ubumedia Castle. Gradable Bokama Pa. And a more wood to an intake. Is that about so? Fear no ma, and no one standing in reflecting your life and apologize to someone that you have one way or the other offended. I pay any common someone and some of us have a catch up Sandra. The apex court of the land, Supreme Court, Obekwa Setrana, what's now, Pandai issues no so. Now, good news by any sir, any penumwa, Wadomo Etna Swano, unanimously, Wadomu at the support by Sir Dabi. Pandai Rurano, Electoral Commission to Boise. Na etwen swan san nkopem sense and Caribbean will be ano perifo ebetimi aka awie ansa na sa abato kwa betima baso a etimi abanti atemuofo numu a wo motena se nipa numu na adwen ekọ bankuro mu atake sa de session ne se na nanka electoral commission e de say yese abano yankoto no is the Supreme Court say woman to mbo ase kransa na ade ba ko amanichi ya pa se nipa num no temuani a wo kire nipa num kasa aye no asem wo kan se na ne bu afu electoral commission pa ade wo twi electoral commission fu anim se mo asem aba asem wo de aba no kra no mu hu bo mu bi se mo ma set a day aside se yenkoto aba enti ade na mu se Yabu asem yabetra asem so no letter commission chairperson ani the two deputies in fichu one man court go bi and na judge ni bu afu pa wakeka bi pa letter commission for say wo menye very careful next time no mu yes ade ni biewu aguro bedu mu okro be no mpe enti the free court Supreme Court aban no but na eni je ho pa before ansana court kwa di wuli ni baba no ade ano a na udu pandai kromu ho a wonderful Martin Yindam woni party mperifo kra ya wuri kra was some of the communities ni bi e wo ye pandai kromu ho na wuri ni ba ko na yesa ne ajegon asa na party mperifo edie eni me hwe edomo a na egwo grand so na mama resemu kra se election kra ne ya e pandai wa MPP candidates still bet me win elections no. Yaron pato me the video ni ma boka kama na yanhwe de si ye e wo pandai krom ho. Ebra na party no eye mini rally e wo pandai krom ho. Na a Supreme Court ruling no e ba ye no. Ma yanhwe since ni ka ka pandai ho na afi no. Yanto so mfama yahwefo ene yetiefo. So honorable Martin Yindam wone a party faithful sene party executives one mu ede omkrom nyom ne adedi asa ho na enya asem goto na wo hwa inforia ne enipa mehu omo grandson na say pandai bru no totally just look at the crowd, just look at the crowd enipa na abodom pom ya party faithful sa one mu eni age a say perifo kasa and the acha omuna very very massive ewo eya Pandai constituency wa enye ise kra just say na enigye ne wo so ai nei news aban so say the electoral commission to ombo ase na won twentwen abato no so ansa kopim said the final determination of the court no betimi aba ansa na ebia ye beto aba no anasa ye nto aba na nkomo bi enso ho a ye betimi aye edi aboama asomdwa because say wo man to ombo ase anya I think Tamale High Court rule on about it is going to set a bad precedent because issues of irregularities because we'll be answering once. If my memory will even set me right on 2 or 3 occasions, and I see Kromha, Uncle Bonnie said, "Yeah, I come by any bit said, Yantu Abuasia and Yansi, now your prayer won't tempt them qua, now and Yasam Cassia Eba." So this is also grounds work pandawa fever no akoso afinie one members of parliament here one won the ticket of the NDC na empuntu papa bi antimi nkoso even the upper east upper west northern region of east wonyana no empuntu papa bia ni wa NDC MPC akọ na no akote de yi a ye bokọ akọche NDC fo so wo mo Joseph Yamin adi Mustafa Bande ni nkofo ne ayaseri nkatia no ne John Jamani mama ne NDC gurus ekopie mu akotia ya beto ba no wo mu the graders ho asif sa wo mu koya akwan we akutia another day wo mu the grader no ko just a level some part of the roads ni biwie ya pa ya to ba do fichu anom sasa machines ni asar bae go and see the nature of bad road ewa akotia as I speak akwan MPP aban ye wie ye to no ano de na ora anasia okumi eya ba mo wati mo de fofa no ko no na anyere ne se eti sa no besom ko no pandai ho wo mu nya so mo kogu pandai hotel sakasia gasa se wo pandai nya no wo chese wo makwati ni na sikase ye sikadie ni sikase ye kwa wo manu ani asa ndi sifo so mu nye ana na ya kwa redan na ya kwa ba le so mu so mu wi a wo mu konsa mo do agiri mi se na eno me kan say send this to MPP for them by Adjuna. All the seat here, it belongs to the MPP. No, when we move from NDC for now, one party state, near who send this for the woman who could be MPP for is not involved. Now, Kenjato, our line so. Ken. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, who know what to say?
I don't know, sir.
And then I'm here, pa. Can I know you video to be crowned? Western Diamond TV so my ashafwa me wusa warabo Martin Yundam ne other party executive no really no na mo ya ne he
o say good morning o say rally and how today
yeah but rally no a ye hu ya na he poti na mo ya no
oh David we is just for video na an old video
oh okay
they want say to aba no wie ya no na national or church amount for.
Oh, okay.
So when it's going around and people meet him to just
okay. So
that's and they say how grounded Matthew is in Pandai.
Oh, okay. And so me bato boy kakra video ya ye amount for he no enya enra na 2 days ana enya new video old video akoso dada. Oh, okay.
David.
Good. Yeah. That's a pass. What clear is how my and Supreme Court had a ruling about Electoral Commission train and Nancy answer. Answer about Obetua, Nasian to Craba. Many ruling by party, Penufo, Amua, Pandai. Muso ruling, Emusay.
That's it, and I'm share it here for so. I was on a power he pick a class.
As I have a tear, you man here.
And yes, rolling media na I had opportunity to mail court.
Oh, okay.
I mean, whom you that is what we are expecting from our judiciary. Also, dinner a year or say a more abaso. Oyana a cancer or say amount for uncasa. Yeah, I was saying run a course and won't say, na you share the NDC candidate in the say 7 no, so I got some also no. And all didn't want to test and make not all fear or Nifi or Panai. And I believe Netty so or all Cohono, and over 2 car, I was only 1 or 2 car, and all Johnny Fuel.
Maybe Samon's Banama and this candidate was away.
I get swim court Samonson. One says swim court, almost Yako Falis are motions for this to quite the High Court ruling. Aha, Sasarara, and an uncle for someone 7. And see, almost say, or move on or Johnny Coffee, or do feel so, and a Billy's in policeman beside the Chico. Or do it, never in kind, and almost change this so, or move share honorable, or so honorable in hot. Well, yeah, I see man of coffee honorable in hot. So you should be on depending what, or moon, or moon, Alberta. I have also a coffee, and tomorrow, or we assign or more pound. So about 3-4 occasions. So the bail is also as I reported back to court said say next year. So our people have to file motion to do that substitute service. And say no, I agree, like I said, because that's all we are all expecting. National justice so people why I say more quite so since I install 7 court cannot move until say yeah 7. Because my opportunity say okay, NSS there, say the phone number or phone number or phone and a mobile phone number my and I'm sending move share say phone active. Yes, any move man. I'm an into kind of card here. And I will check what's happened. So and so a court through. So court my direction says to say sending a WhatsApp. Yes, rips Mr. Say sending a WhatsApp, and I'm sending an email. And the Diabo Supreme Court war, and the call High Court Tamale, not the Diabo, and the Second Court I open night, only the Bibo, not 5th one and the bonus fee. Okay, I must 7 days. Let you say, yes, I in a year, and let you say, or 2 court will conclude, say, yeah, 7. So, I don't know, Mokas, okay, say, yeah, Bibama, install opportunity to Omra Court, number 10 year question. Let you say, yeah, it's 2 years to say. Obey running election for on the 30th for no remember so because as some woman share munyan kai say court no ECA Jumana in the court no kana different from ECA the harding see ECA chinchance on the 30th for no when I better court in the bill na na omaka
yeah ni ebo video bi sisi some side beto so me hu say which na lawyers na chi na me hu Honorable Martin Yendam so say onu so gina chiri wa ebra after Supreme Court ruling no eba ewie na the lawyers of the party no and some job for kasa me hu say we gina chiri wa wona no white beer wode ne nsa ona gina chiri wonu ya maame Fatima and afi Garunuma kono gina ha omo make sure say wo mo cheche de si your court no me hu say we gina chiri wa once we dim command say no court the assessor next month 13th and assembly no say abeto aso adie so far minim the abai no the relief kakra the abra party ne say the not tension kakra ba no aba form kakra mo so mo ye internal arrangements in case say e bi mpo no say abato ne ba mo so betimi ho kwan ba fa so ayemo niam
I mean that's it. We I relief from Ghana democracy and yeah MP4 because yeah what say no court see Yema NDC candidate in year 7 of course yeah 7 or me cast them no and then I see it was at some country air appeal and it's a question court no and say so yeah course let you say or say course ni o mo kasa edim no also mo nya wo trema and then na yen kai asem kwasi ansana e be korira na kra ya korira na some I walk court no kra no say e be kasa ni yi pa ye ngini se be ye ran bia. And say in the course no near Bompire say what happened yesterday, you know. 13th your quiet, they will affirm your decision, no. Say almost affirm your decision and there's not going to be any rerun. Facts on the matter and say rerun no crown, no, that should be the last of and it's not we are not close to rerun. Anything for a pro no rerun. They are pushing pressure on issues on quiet and the issues are issued that letter say on the 30th. To say the be a idea, me sure say Nyamia don't not court for tier or tier 1 year sampa the court on there will not be any rerun. The pressure I work for me now. Let you say it's for the good of Ghana and not only for the MPP or Pandai.
Okay. Ken ma me na say no pay bibia kire ma adwen a me sa afre why
me da say
Kenjato constituency chairman for the New Patriotic Party or Panda Enra bra court rule ba yentie lawyers and so assessing now more asset and after the ruling of the Supreme Court bamjo ma yentie
main or the substantive case, which is the application for an order of certiorari from this court seeking to quash the judgment delivered by the High Court in Tamale on 24th November 2025. Also, the Honorable Court has ordered that we serve the first interested party, or Mr. Nsala Wapal, the NDC parliamentary candidate by substituted service, through his WhatsApp, the High Court Tamale notice board at the Supreme Court, and also at his residence in Pandai. So we are most grateful to the court, and we look forward to making our case in the subsequent sittings of the court set at 13 January 2026. Thank you for your time and attention. The applicant actually prayed for suspension of the process, pursuant to the hearing of the substantive matter, and that is contained in the supplementary affidavit that was served on the Honorable Court. So we are most grateful to the court. It's in the interest of justice that where a legal issue is persistent and we have not reached the finality of it, we do not proceed to take any such decisions that will force the hand of the courts or render the decision of the court negatory. So we are excited that the court has given these orders.
The High Court couldn't have even heard the matter. The defendant is claiming that no, Panda Gazette is on the safe, so it's for the court to decide. But what we know clearly is that the court has already made that decision, that determination. In the Akotia case, the NDC came to say that the Gazette is 24th when we were carrying the safe. Today they have decided that they won't say it's 24th, they now say it's the safe. So the court will determine that matter. So we are here. The Supreme Court has already ruled that the Gazette for Akotia and other constituencies except 4 is only 24th. So it's a very clear case for us.
But the substantive case itself, it borders on dates. You think that is a straightforward matter?
It's a very straightforward matter, whether the Gazette is on the 4th or not. And the Supreme Court in the Akotia case has ruled that the Gazette is on 24th, including Pandai, except 4 constituencies that the Gazette is on the 6th. Otherwise, all other Gazette is on the 4th. And this same court has ruled that it's 24th. So we're very confident that we shouldn't be having any issues.
Thank you very much.
For us, as the plaintiffs in this case, we are excited about what the court has said. We are hoping that on the 13th, by that time, the defendant will have been served, and then we can go forward to deal with the substantive matter.
That is it. We and someone a free court whereby lawyers explaining what proceeded to court after say court didn't rule about on the issue of electoral commission hold on with the rerun of the Panda election on the 30th of this month. Until court is could be on the 13th of next month 2026. Na womatana semnes wutie commentaries no say it is good say party the best survey the NDC candidate said be on so be party of the suitor e wo court said be a court betimi aka asem ni yie na obu asem no a ehunu ba bia asem no ebewie pote a eno so de aba ene anopai enra news ba ko a PMO e wo Jubilee House nso say Krobia Kotokohene asante hene officially what the reporter mutena say for some time now e wo Boko conflict no what the final report no come His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say nhwemu a wo me ye for various fashions na parties a wo me involve e wo Boko mediation no wono mu nyina atrase ama me no kasai obi o ma jojo e the final report abai nei statement free Jubilee as by say presidents and our government so the stance a war Boko conference within the space of 24 hours. So started from yesterday bra enumre no Krobia Kotokohene kopiemu wo nti ehani mu ase ene kra de the position of the government specifically on Boko conference no na fi omo de baby adapate na to hona obi anso hunu se de sitie nti good news e buy no Krobia Kotokohene otumfo set to kasai pa my background my history about Boko ni issue no yentie Krobia Kotokohene kakramra e ba so loving
and unwavering commitment to the well, but added that, nonetheless, guided by ancestral wisdom, commitment to peace and respect for Your Majesty's tireless efforts, I have chosen the path of conciliation, not out of weakness, but as a testament to Mampurugu's strength, dignity, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of all communities in the Boko traditional area. I had been inspired by the desire and commitment of my brother, the Nairi, to bring a peaceful end to the conflict in Boko and its environs, and to define the best arrangements to accommodate all the different tribes and communities in the area. The Nairi outlined a set of proposals which form the basis of engagement that I have had with both sides, with the hope of finding a common ground. If a common ground emerged, it would enable them to reach an amicable resolution. With this historical understanding, I have impressed upon the Bokunaba, Sigria Bugrabo Zoga to acknowledge that at one time or another, the Nairi exercised traditional authority over the area that now constitute the Boko traditional area. I concede that colonization by the British might have played a role in the establishment of the chieftaincy institution across the area that now makes up the Kusao Traditional Council. Records has it that at various times, the Nairi enskinned the Bokunaba, and the latter then enskinned the various sub-chiefs in the Boko traditional area. It is this state of affairs that the Kusasi challenged since 1957 until PNDC Law 75 was passed in 1983. The passage of PNDC Law 75 defines the resolution of the situation in Boko. I have as well impressed upon my brother the Nairi that current realities make it more pragmatic that we accept Kusasi rule over the area. With the passage of PNDC Law 75, the coming into force of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, and the ruling of the Supreme Court in Alhaji Ibrahim Adam Zambego versus Aninchema Abugrago and Attorney General, it will be untenable for anyone to hold that Sigru Abugrabo Azoka is not the Bokunaba and exercises jurisdiction over the entire Kusasi area. The Supreme Court shuts its doors to anyone seeking to have
Kwabia Kotokohino Pimswo, Utufo Osei Tutu the second Asantehene Ono, and I would say, O change him. Namen Kodamene Ura Asiedu Kokro, where Deputy National Communication Director for the New Patriotic Party. Good morning, my brother.
Morning, Abuka Design.
Namana Domehoya announcement.
Boko, Manucha Ubia Uchi, Western Diamond, and Uchi Union.
Good. And Supreme Court Akasa on the issue of Pandai. As a party, more reactions, anything?
Oh, said obvious decision. They don't have any choice, but the law is the law. And if 5-0 majority, okay, also must suspend me a letter of permission notice now the buy. But substantive matter now, cannot say election here that of January, December 2024. And then if I not file, 32 days after, say 21 days after. Yes, on the 13th of January 2026, the Supreme Court will quash the High Court decision because that High Court will need jurisdiction.
As you do.
Yes.
Hello, can you position yourself well as a network move break Accra?
Yeah, okay,
good. Trust me.
The Amibata say 13th, the matter na the court, Supreme Court, and a court no better also.
Yeah.
Someone say about you now issue a so filing petition be there within 21 days. But for no time I'm filing 32 days. And according to the laws of Ghana, the same laws, we need any way be no between based upon that, the High Court next answer, so we need the jurisdiction, and so we need the capacity to sit on the matter. And the ruling no more, to say a moot, the Supreme Court, a catch a 21 days, a last year, no more failure, straight away, that case may moot. And again, the Supreme Court, Akotia case the Supreme Court make a strong pronouncement, say the date of Gazette is 24th of December 2024. And you have a strong case, except about 5 constituencies and a Omantiman Gazette no. That 24th, no, because of that dispute now,
okay.
And the as a party, we continue to do the public advocacy. We continue to do the advocacy and see how justice in this constitutional democracy. The way I call to not some subua the evidence available, no, said and then the Supreme Court judge decision be able to take it down and will consequential effect on the democracy that we are having.
Okay.
And so we will continue to talk. It's good for democracy, but we have to wait. So the substantive matter now, the evidence now goes to Supreme Court, the court will make a strong pronouncement by their earlier judgment. Said the Gazette, 24th. So evidence just finally 32 days after 21 days last year, then the case is not moved at the High Court. Meanwhile, all the outstanding matters on 18th of China, the court Tamale High Court. Court no a state of execution I file here Tamale High Court. And I believe that the ruling from the Supreme Court, a very informed judge, I'm a dream or mere second thought. The same thought to file a state of execution as also wait after the state of execution, they are called the Court of Appeal. Now matter not standing. So for now, we are going through the legal process. But yet, the American say democracy but we have many majority of Ghanaian people need democracy. So we continue to engage. We are touching on for the rare matters, the pandemic matter, which is key to the High Court judge, he acts internally. He acts.
Okay.
The High Court judge acts, and we have made a strong public production. It was a bogus judgment, and we will not hide. But that High Court will now take place internally, bogus. And we say the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal, if we resolve the process, there will be a strong pronouncement on the matter.
Okay, so in this case, willing about 13th of next month, court
January 13th January.
Next month. That's what I make. Next month is January.
Yeah.
Court be what in somebody about. Now me come in. Yali constituency chairman at Pandai. Akasa say we live in not only on the party but Ghana as a whole, and it also has deepened our democracy. Rule of law. So the be a bit major. Party still amusmu hold with this, and answer you have a different view of this verdict.
Oh, so for us there, until they make the government of the matter is determined, when we can say the government of the matter for the evidence available in the case in almost 32 days after.
Okay.
And on the 30th of January 2026, the Supreme Court will make a strong pronouncement that the Gazette date, 24th of December 2024, and conform filing 32 days after. It should have been 21 days. So they will quash the decision of the High Court.
Okay. Kokro Mamena Sano Pay, Bibi Achel Maji Amefro.
Bumi Mawafisha Paso, Mawafisha.
Afisa Sadam Kwani Hodin.
Yes, we believe the course of Ghana, and you good. We'll continue to talk. And the name I can't tell the party for us, we should not be so happy about this suspension matter. Why we need to continue to talk and then get the Ghanaian people say that Supreme Court judges, so that is about Ghana. It's not about serving political interests. It's not about alignment to the political party. It's about Ghana. And the decision be able to take it at any place that we work. Who or any authority who take decision. Take decision as they favor Ghana. Don't take decision because your political party is in government. You are aligned, and at the end you're blue, or you're yellow. There will be consequential effect.
Okay.
So we are very optimistic that the evidence available on the 13th of January, the Supreme Court of Ghana will speak.
Okay. Asiadu, thank you so much for your time with us this morning.
Good.
Asiadu Kokroye, Deputy National Communication Director for the New Patriotic Party. Onona Yenina Dinkoma, the stand of the party, ono so woni yen edi nkomo edi afa ho anopai yegusu ase yebenya other lawyers na yewura sansem no kakana yenso yedi bi edi efri ho de tie enso eno no why yefo pleading with the government and for that matter Malik Basantalias owainfa wachamamba mebusa saga man owe de ade why ya ase nsan owainfa unsa tumidie na kasa o akufo do bu ma okrom ya sa boy we kwatra tv 3 so na no chabe kansam ana akufo do nima mamuo ana afam na friends wo twa akufo do aban ya de why ye sa office kitwa ya man unsa timi muo 10 months nie waka so ntimi nti omaka abusubidu Malik Basantalias man otua de waka sika ama waka sene 10 months omo ya demonstration ayo press conference esre aban say baby adu na tokrodo can you just imagine Malik Basantalias man whatever mon friend mame 10 months nie workers suffer in this country they are not being paid for 10 solid months kromia why you for entu omaka so but for voice no too many ye ntia bi
na bosumi ayaya adwuma no bosumi duni ontua eka enti ne efrem ha asema ya kan nyina ho kratasem wa ha eya adansidi a ye betim de adansi de be mam de ye audio nso so a ye meetings ye ne ye bo sha o sha se nkwa adwuma na oba be audit oba ye ho evidence nyina no ye wo ha ye de be mamu enim guase bebre woto na kwabrane ye da woka wakobobo sia de akotua school fees ne ye da woka ini afram na no pese ye besrem ye de tomonim cause members ni bi anya stroke se no kase wo dem ye de tomonim na enu yewra John Dramani Mahama ye mampanyi ho na oni ye CEO Mr. Malik Basantali kasa na bosumi ayaya adwuma no bosumi duni ontua eka enti ne efrem ha asema ya kan nyina ho kratasem wa ha eya adansidi a ye betim de adansi de be mam de ye audio nso so a ye meetings ye ne ye bo sha o sha se nkwa adwuma na oba be audit oba ye ho evidence nyina no ye wo ha ye de be mamu enim guase bebre woto na kwabrane ye da woka wakobobo sia de akotua school fees ne ye da woka ini afram na no pese ye besrem ye de tomonim cause members ni bi anya stroke se no kase wo dem ye de tomonim na enu yewra John Dramani Mahama ye mampanyi ho na oni
and frustration of some of the workers at YEA abusumi edu enie they are yet to be paid as workers at the YEA now government officials at the presidency bosumi no kura no empamu 15 16 sambram no kasa 17 fi wo market ya tom wo market za hete a hiti green na sa nkwada wo ya wan yefo omusika 1000 no ne ade omuje bi 7 na 800 no abusumi dunie yentu amka government official bi 20,000 any 30,000 any de akeka ho 10,000 ni 15,000 15 16 no market yaba but the youth of this country amu ya djuma why for teachers ne nurse for 11 months ni yentu amka djama ma de abosu yesu anu agina katia no adi wani ne yire ne no ma no ma tibosu mi akatia no nkwada nketenkete no a wo bosu mi akatia 1,000 no de yentua mo boni a djama ma ban edi san nkwada no bosumi yesu ayo kwadi burena nkwada na katia mai how can they survive mon kan kro na motia tini ya bra no Ghana for mon pan kro kan tini ya bra no mon politics akata mani ni boni ekoso kro ya monka ya ni bia baka chemu ne o ti ase na nkwada yo mutwe na no 2-3 days ago anasi fo hweso wa musuo 11 months ni time odu obi ka 1 year no koma na bosumi ba kwa katia kobra mi nta kan do bosumi so ntianeka hari na dusu bosumi so a ye ntianeka wo mu ba ye from January until now 12 months ni hari na dusu wonye na bosumi akatia hari na teacher fo ndi ontu amaka ye health minister kobra mi nta kan do bosumi dum ye nie bosumi so wonye na akatia hari na nurse fo ndi ontu amaka koto de ne bodwe akwato de ne buja amamo tantan amamo afu amu buru kuro bia no mo mpa no kura kan yakwa ne kura chama na mo yewhye mo. But the truth must always be told. Now, nkwada yi de ya mu suoi eno hye wo environmental health officers wo mu so ya adwuma wie up to now positive kwa ya positive wo mo wo ma ya adwuma wie ayo mo na service wie they are expected to be posted but still say them no ka say nil wo bia ya di wo krom ya wo mu the so called wo mu nya adwuma kra ya nse down recognize wo mu say wo mu ya adwuma sunku bia ya do mu din asesemu etuom ka bosome no bosome ba no mo de aba bosome so na no makati aba. But these young guys mayone mrantie ya wo mu bri o mo jani ya adwuma wo bi de chase bosome no kra ntwa de ka wo ba wo manage won to adwuma mu okoda bia wo try utility tariffs o krom ya ena ya tum ade cha ya pagam they still pay ebi for trotro na eko na masumi ya so azu ntwa de ka mampani ni dia bosome so ye no agina katia akoto na kantum gongran na nkwada we no musika nketenkete no abani ntua wo amamu ayete mo krom ya mo wo amamu abu no krom ya musi akufuado na aban wo nipa boni ni we wicked we king Nebuchadnezzar ba akufuado ba ya 2016 akufuado ba ya 2020 wa ba ya 2024 2020 Matida said the first year you was ango for ya wo mu so abantesa bosome almost 1 year yentu amkada MPP abanso bi sida wo bia wo ya ken Nebuchadnezzar na ni timo den kenfaro ni timo den no a wo ya wicked no woni de otimi tua san kwada ne ka de ni timo nya de wo ya so abofo no won de oba no so ntua mo amunjaje mfa mo kan no kura na mo de te Ghana ha Ghana for yam pano kura control hypocrisy ana yema. That is why Ghana abodado no. Tina Ghana abodado na yam kura nim no. No kura da ho a yanka ehu eni swonti yanka because obilangu to that party. Eti chasa o kan na le bu afusa ada na aka ne party asem because esi e Ghana sa ne yatremu sa. Can we live in this country with this kind of character and behavior and we expect this country to move forward? Na nya wusam na bosume kura so na wakati ama yete say bosume aso no kura na ama yete say na 1 year 11 months 10 months adai and that's what we need you one more social contract that you have to pay them but you're not paying them and these young guys are suffering on the streets obia ya meet okromia mo betimi aka cham se ministers na John Zaman mama pa omo okromia no boso so yentu amaka. Can you tell me that yentu amaka 1 year yentu amaka Ghana family ne to so 1 year for now Ghana for sha mrantie na nimhwamanim akom na akum wo mo no mrantie na nim 1 year 10 solid months abanu so yentu aka and no say 2 days and for the same thing. They are crying, pleading with the government. John Mama's one tear. When they were China Katia, Haruna Dus were China Katia, Finance Minister were China Katia. Samidam Free Naj were Katiadi. Women Najuma Mian Comia, but so no matter Amakatiadi. Now, this young crop of people, they are suffering in this country. Peanuts, Amuchama Musomtia, and from a woman. Lawyer, we need our line. So, lawyer, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm afraid that's what he's saying.
Come on, dear son, I'm hit here. Come on, dear communication. Good. Very good. Court the ruling about at Supreme Court about Pandai reverend elections. I'm saying that I know the home come I say no. Court are making emphatically say electoral commission to no boas answer. Na MPP party so and survey NDC candidate no na nyame yadomo 13th of next month no woman to ascend ni so I want for say aboa democracy the according even the ruling of the Tamale High Court judge in Uru de Baya obi anu anya lawyer bia kra kasa kra eti ase wuli we dia ne sane manano Supreme Court are making emphatically minimum as a lawyer we know has it deep in our democracy and as we just a normal thing that court na timi aye
Inia ana kupenda wakina mashaone usiku. Kama zote ni okayano no presa pepe panda election na the court na and this the court say and me do over election irregularity because of potential wonka na court here say that they find onu who say enforcement law a share is say on the run an election if I'm constituency no. Now, you will be there. I need it because your president, your history, are guiding up to this point. There's some few irregularities. And say annulling the entire constituency election.
Okay.
The reason, it is premised on human rights, and it's as I would disenfranchise the whole of the constituency. The one now, sorry, I'm much better. And I know me look to. Kudila kotu abano. Sabi wama. Sorry, I'm sorry kotu abano. Seba me pasubia.
Amaso.
Nisa you move the na nyede. Na emi say enra Supreme Court ama ruling on this one with respect to Teshiwala NPP presidential parliamentary candidate or no. A fight before the Supreme Court. Na I guess the sugar a prohibitive order, a prohibitive order, a judicial review remedy.
Okay.
And I will process court. Now, and no, also a superior court, and I will come now or more aqua annul the decision of the lower court.
Okay.
And I had a tribunal and I say any action authority that acting unlawfully. It is a sure I not court no. What's the court? Mr. Court then cancel decision because what did they make it that decision? It was illegal. That's basically what Shishora is about.
Okay.
So and court about the procedure, court about the legality of the decision that was made.
Okay.
Where you think that court them after decision or CD in the jurisdiction, and after there was an error of law on the face of the record that court yes when and I said there was a breach of natural justice. And I said, yeah, procedure and also there was impropriety to be over here and
okay.
And I said, well, we know the man said the unreasonable instead patching you. Yes, patching you. Yes, and now the court and on council this in a lower court
Okay.
But this one a parliamentary election.
Okay.
Parliamentary election the whole court a supplementary election about the more. You found court high court. It's not called Supreme Court. It's called High Court. Under Article 99.
Okay.
Of the Constitution. It's called High Court. That's why High Court not the court of appeal for appeal. But MPP MPP court appeal. MPP say decision it was not right.
Okay.
The decision it was unlawful. It's an appeal. Your court decision again to said M1 democracy. And I want to say, continent the Shura idea, name or say, of partners violate the Shura, what you making the case, said there is a case that needs to be heard. And of course, one is not seeing now, education said there's a case here that needs to be heard.
Okay.
And then, ruling now, High Court, the man said, you're running election now. In fact, Parliament cried, declared it to be vacant, Sorry, so. Sitting a vacant. In Parliament, nothing. Wednesday.
Honorable Martin.
Election, it's an election, or that's here empty until we will decide there.
Okay.
We cannot. Whether the is really something that we will uphold. We are question decision, and as I say.
Okay.
And then, of course, I admire because in line with law, impropriety. The court didn't a ruling, not any right. In the interest of natural justice, fairness must be accounted for.
Okay.
And Sana, I was not we will not be a work for you. I thought say be here.
Okay.
Court I be court about the radio. In the Chama Court to support court about yes.
A few from January up to December, willing number. Willing number who near somewhere correct to be a Babas by Williana.
Yeah, so we cried and command yes, I came with a see, because it will be say to be teacher and found with you. So, I mean, you know, we get out of 12 to 10 with an interview. And I get that in the crowd. Also, seeing so 10 Palivia. No, we said, when I'm about me, I said, about home can as India.
Okay.
In the production here. But one, then the boss, no. There's a piece of natural justice already. And of course, what you establish is there is a common shake that needs to be heard.
Okay.
I will establish it. Okay. And why would you say in the interest of natural justice, to me, this year, I'm saying, one of the best decisions I acted so far.
Okay.
One of the best I acted so far. So the rule said justice has been upheld. This decision. In fact, question you. And this is one of the best decisions. Court number. Oh, of course. Then
okay.
Because any fair, apply for to show at a court. Now, you cry. That is M1. And judges are 9 minutes. Will be added to the a commercial security has been established.
Judges number 5.
That's so. Illumina. And you know, it's well there up to now. No. Getting a tea, it's in your
okay.
Possibility on the 13th of next month. You see, the pandemic, you know, it's still for MPP. It's still for MPP.
Okay.
Still, I too.
Okay. We know, Speaker of Parliament, MSS and Anuana, but declare city vacant. Now, me say, a Speaker of Parliament, MSS and Anuana, so I say, what declare city vacant.
Of course, it is there. Initially, we did not call for that sort of declare city vacant.
Aye.
And as we got that also to watch it. Just to go back and correct it. It's that simple.
Now, yeah, Papa, you knew you obey.
Why not consent that you why not consent?
Oh, David. Well, my part, I think I'm a dreamy idea. Hey,
why not consent that you because court number one. They will say court I'm a decision into what the case is vacant. A higher court, in fact, the superior court of Ghana, is true court. I say, there be. So, what's the answer? You didn't go. Many met nothing. Check into the tears me. It is here, you know, decision, application, every for filing the bar court. Why, what you have to? Okay. Empty. Also, when you
okay. Martin, the Friday, the enemy, and no quaya with you. Parliament be kwa setana omako break you omako do holidays ntino ya hasa speaker ba ben betra se na bia obe make sa pronouncement na anoma bi ni su wasisi e be hwe
bra enye se be so be ya e was wo ye she
okay
because we enye optional optional you should put court na kata
okay
you did say don't mean that one
okay
I want to do so okay what the kind of content I know ya say DCB, I'm on 8 days contempt over Galamsey.
Ah, well, yeah, yes, on some funny, I say 2 options. And I say, what you say 12,000 Ghana cedis so. One more better say, when I'm consequent couldn't fee. I'm criminal. It's a good job. I got idea. He said, I feel ready. Yes, Yanisa, I think I said 25 years old. I feel yes, you will come here.
What do you take it to them? What do you take it to?
Oh, Hefa, I also look at
but what do you take it to?
Was it simple? So utimu na move by anybody bash prim na shape no ano automatically move by lawyer Andrew so he a private legal practitioner and I come on the issue of the Supreme Court ruling Andra womo eti aba e dey afase electoral commission womo hold on pa ntombo ase kransa copy me say the final determination of the court ebetimi aba no said the abani said na me ne lawyer na e ka no ya said the court aka no the speaker of parliament so be kwa kwesana no na waka say onu an kan say we declare seat in vacant but because of the ruling of the supreme court no onu an kan na ne kokotwea onu an kan o sa aboa na fe ni yan toase hunu say amamu a ye buo no sebi enne na ye kwabna ekina e be ya abna said be ya transparency and the core and the core of our democracy no ebe to me aye supreme because ye niabri bebrebe nyina no say kabimi nkabi amamu a ya gye atum wo Ghana ha ya practicing for so many years ya na careful a obi decision a obi take no ebe to me adane our constitutional rule ya rule for Okromia for so many years. Our neighboring countries, we don't want to even talk about it. So, Elipa bi kubi tena se want ya enyema akoso aban ni mu no want ya se na sojafo akoto abagu enya de a ye be soso na ye mampa ye da se bi si Ghana ha eti ade bia ebetimi de 1992 constitution no any democracy ya practice any metu from no we need to speak against it. That is why sometimes issues of this nature some of us we are too emotional. And sometimes we want to speak to the truth and to the authorities. Say, we make a right decision. We are not against any individuals. We are not against any political party. But sometimes we against some decisions. We take a man to destroy our democracy and the rule of law that we have enjoyed for so many years. Enti, Mame Kwala ne Sunamene, Fred Atenga Arene, General Secretary on Unemployed Environmental Health Officers, Emo and Komokakra. Fred, good morning. Now, what to say? Yadanyamia Sepa. And I musu frasa. Enkrata Sembianoa. Assessa Monsaka. Na abaiti mi postimono. Bibia ye ready. Nanso, matran abanya. When you postimo. Anyabiano. Monkomo no mo de akoto hwan anim na anu ye ban na wode aba ene demonstrations a mo ye ne monkomo amudie no yentie mu kakra.
Okay, ye officers abanya tiki 5 years we are actually from 2021 to 2022 and na mo ni ya the musician in passing a house, one by a land every year. Fred, can you hear me? Yes, I can.
But your baby kakama and I'm so line mu break kakra. Why? To us, mommy.
You know, officers here so are a ticket to fee. They renew the lances every year. They are 200. In the 5 years, they are not fee. Other 1,000 number. And so, and yes, I'm buying for it. It's a no, we are watch 3 months. I also do call duty post now for years. And you know, your church, and I will do my answer as proceed for sanitation related issues. So, yeah, like you did in the I don't know, revenue. And the armor buying on that. Any bit in the court, and so now I the court also. I find no, me now, revenue, a reason from a more person send you, or maybe one that I want to be a also for the past 5 years, idea as I say what in the Ghana as of the time the output you are not as but at least how long it's not any but now officer I was I don't know in my idea no more. That's it. And I plus Honorable Ahmed also said, Yatrafi at an normal money, normal plano. Unfortunately, on our side, or unfortunately, no. Sana clearance no plan, and you read. What is my internal minister? I say, and I'm no clearance in your president at 2 times. I'm going to meet on 23rd December cabinet or the veteran.
Okay.
The core flat house and so so discuss a matter no every see concerns be there now both minority and majority in no policy or Munfa na or yeah then you buy
I don't know. Okay, and James of Samutia, Yanni General Secretary Casano, Canepa, and near Feomo, tankers, town council for no, environmental health officers. Muna, making sure I'm for in our communities, and making sure me, I'm for betting you do a better education for implications. I better say, Ubin meaning who you are. And the Marantia, Omakwajan Tias on Comrantia, and Mario Makwajan Tias on Com, Woman, we are Senka, you pusty woman. Now, at least let me recognize you, woman. Up to date, no to feel my jobless. Even frustration, I didn't set in. My demonstration, I did petition, Edia Coma, Minister, and Minister for Finance, bet me, I can be a man, at least one when you financial clearance. Now, when you're my own penufona, Yenu Ekasentia, almost 23rd. Ambako cabinet meeting na omo de akoto o mampani ma yan twen and na 17th na hwebe no next week no yan hwe ba bia e be free mu aba se bi pa bia en free mu ama access am beteki bio no so ne no be kasa na ye ha ba bia ye de be kwa kosi why okay Fred ma me na say no pay okay, Fred, meneno akwa bonko, General Secretary for a year, unemployed, a year environmental health officers. Yeneno abonko mo which say adaruma, oh dear. Abanhena omwa woman, na baby a druno dear, and why they pa. No more statement be a pieja about apostrophe numbia, yan tadecte woman. Sir, misconduct be amwa. One of the guys are. Officer Samuel Abe Menyeli Samuel no one only the end quad one year they bonus Ebrana ye di Farmers Day no first week of December Okofemi private jet ya Excellency John Jaman Mama Ediko who try video and all about social media Simon for you Mampani private jet ya akọ hanya whatever wo Farmers Day ni yes officer Debbie you don't have the right to do that njene so o ma suspend this officer no eni nipa nan ya wo ka ho ai ne say wo ne ya no musu ba bi o ma da na die no entre police ni adwuma njene no wo mo suspend this ankofo num no ai eno so da kata bi say pie dwa enra from former president Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo Regenda Kasia pa na wo ye fa the Herald and social media platforms here now carry out information about say o plead with John Dramani Mahama say omomodia na awura ke no foriata o make sure say won betimi aya arrangement na bia sa na ba Ghana ne ade kata piedwa through His Excellency Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo di banke sa reportage no a security social media so no kra bi enim na such pronouncement bia no enya ade a etimi akoso ho a omampani ede atodwa enra enche hese ne kasamafo ye maame Fatima ebobon komona watimi achemu so na headline no troubled Akufo-Addo 6 Bahamas audience for Euphoria test return am the buy na manfo ya say the attention of the office of the former president of the Republic Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo has been brought to a publication by the Herald newspaper, which has been subsequently reported by other media outlets on the above subject matter. The publication claimed that the former president Nana Adanko Akufo-Addo is considering approaching President John Dramani Mahama to seek assurance of the sale passage of Oforiata. The office wishes to state emphatically that this publication is utterly false. It is total fabrication by the supposed source. The office further states that Nana Akufo-Addo has never contemplated such a consideration nor expressly or impliedly made any such request or representation to President John Dramani Mahama, his agent or assigns. As a firm believer and democratic tenant, Nana Akufo-Addo fidelity to the rule of law has never been in question. It is true that the fate of Mr. Oforiata is of considerable concern to the former president because after all, apart from Mr. Oforiata being his cousin, more importantly, he was the Minister for Finance in both the government of his mandate. But that concern does not extend to wanting to interfere with the rule of law. Hopefully, this sets the record straight on this matter. The office also demands that the errant publications reproduce this rejoinder in accordance with the former president's rights. We assigned office of the former president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. What is statement yaba? In the Herald and the other news outlet are making such publications, you know. The regenda ebetimi abana fe womotimi apologize to the president. And also no hasa yene Fatima ebebon komona wama ye details to this effect. Na he baby a asem no ebekwa ko wiade ba ko ye wiase ne ye ensem mfato so. Something that you've not even think of pronounce ye no obi cookie etwade ato so akase wakana ye security. So sad. Nti de no so abado no minority for catch them mampani say with immediate effect was say almost some mampani say when you reshuffle because ministers be suban omodan na dia no den ufre bi our parliament so omra wo mo offices anasa wo mo ministries so wo mo mra mayi nsembisa no a amata appropriate no mabo moto omonko but it is so problematic at the parliament house no. Eti minority no stress with immediate effect no mampani nya reshuffle some of the ministers be wo conduct mo behavior wo exhibit no emwa ama a good governance entimi proceed wo kroma na the minority kan yeli de che busa se mampani ebetu sa na mo na na se ontimi entu emfamfiri onte eno so eno no Dr. Frank Bano wa question sir inei wanti asieda sir inei abane sir wa manage eye sidini ye. So Dr. Frank Bano the can you say it is questionable that in the era of so-called better management of the city it would yield an increased public debt of 71 billion Ghana cedis. Yay. Obia mo say matimi manage Ghana city ye better. Dan ana your public debt etimi increase to 71 billion Ghana cedi. Ehupi within a space of 3-4 months. Questionable. Emunti asiaden. Asama akwamta kakra ni say inflation drop to even 6.3%. But abusia 3 days na what bia no ukọ koto ade a ene ma no ubekoni apejam ade be che ubekoni apejam no si asem oda ha Dr. Frank Bano ka ho asem and prayer yensie chi be nyano a ye no be kasa no akire but we no ma menko amasere me ne me lawyer William Kusi enkomo e line so lawyer ma che me te won ka che na ayi akosio se wa yi ba ye na ye frefe na ola na engage sa na we dia quick one ya akosio se wa no lumba ye ni ya se next year match na musu ba mu dia no asemo eti nyame adom a match no abusia no so be omo de ama dadum akoso asewa ne other family no aka na nya sa
abusia foni akoso asewa be kobi
lawyer say no me say afi no easy enter me be Kumasi me ba chia why
never no be
fantastic well yen hwe we kakra na the ababia amonfo di nkoma a wonso do anu atum bi ne ye yeni aba Sarah Adwa Safo, former member of parliament for the people of Dome Kwabenya. Na session bi ana work the issue of family and friends and the conduct of his Konadu in Japan win elections onyini ye say niam bi akoso even with all the credentials any modern body adwuma ekromia no ni CV koto na nim kra ba hanimu say obema na appointment na wonso say we are very very confident pass yeah mama Sarah Adwa for betu abama Konadu Japan come 31st January 2026 Argentina ka say me good
nyabone et one and two say honorable Adwa for your campaign now no opportunity back okay India for me na ni como dimu na okutira makase ono kare
no ka obet ma jan hu ye kakra ba bia won dan kakra na ha de say wala na mu break kakra ananka sa the network na very very bad I don't know la network na sa na pe course aye nyina no ye nya sa challenges no hoti yes but to asoma me
the second say the point you know na dia ma be and the one thing the political career also did hello
yes sir but to asoma me
I know and make I say I just have mention the another number one I complain in this country because we say another man the reason I complain from me you know no man everybody if you have a first friend you can use it for him
lawyer ya ni bache ya ni conversation pa but minim say baby a wugina na nso no e bia obe say ube movement ka kan so am ya ha why na we di wadaruma any die mu ana hello lawyer okay mbaso yemfa the line back bin so from ahentu de ye from the other line back so from no so na yen ha de na China me head because I don't know why the line mu break so ye ne lawyer William Kusi na ebon komo no we one of the lawyers ana omudi yakoso ase wa Lumba na yire no so enim no court ana ni din komo but we stand member of the Konadu in Japan na ye ne din komo Accra lawyer
avele mote
okay we better bacho to asoma me
and some of kind that you say one Konadu in Japan be a good leader because oba or my family and friends and Adwa Safo say oba nazo obey lead the party na onya appointment now she kasa na o kasa mu and the okana na just say ope Konadu Japan class oba be lead no show good leadership for some reasons she can't say it because we're committing herself to Bomiada. And now all take advantage on a political platform about the Japan Abaso. So on your Ubia or your family and friends. Bomiadi na down for them to be appointing. That is family and friends. Can the na down for Kura on appointed. When the Ubakura on appointed. And this is what we want as a party and as a country. And the name of sincerely, I believe a commitment to Bomia and in ordinary and yes, Bomia will be a good leader Because she never spoke about anything that makes Bawumia the best choice. All she said was that she's protecting her political career. And the person who will help him do that is Dr. Bawumia. That is not what the party needs. The party needs somebody who can win power, national election. And from the tone of her campaign, Kennedy will be a better choice because of leadership quality.
Now, we share reports and so about the service. I didn't know to Dr. Bawumia.
Sir, General Nyamai, we share start here. Na kakraka service never it is bridging the gap. And by January 15th, Diana Ken 56, about Miati about 22. And by 31st, not just a agita.
Lawyer, I trust you. Me yada bruta.
And when you connected, on a more serious note, you see. Some have described Bawumia as a nice gentleman, but unfortunately for him, he's not a winnable candidate because of factors that are working against him.
Sir, me trying to but yeah, my man, I was no cracker. Sir, heard the table of me on the wild Juniper vision pass over to me at Transformer Ghana. But because kakada dia buga ni ade anto pe say buga star no say obabe wini
buga dia me no ba ya adunu ba so na wa I vision the only vision say vision dey attra na 8 years. What was the result of the vision? We were chased out of government, disgraced. And I disagree with anybody who says
also
our ideas.
No say no nyoma mpani o I thought the
digitization when obi onyoma mpani o digitization
and ba say the input to buy
exactly. And he is going about claiming so in a year bibia about responsibility dey also nyon
lawyer
dollar no one dey call 14
e kere furiata.
Oh, so as I said, I can afford that.
No, look, I want to campaign away. You know better, say, you know better.
I disagree with you.
Elections, maybe you could let 2% just dollar name, senior, and when is craft to form a nation now, and then vice president. No, I say, we value.
Maybe who was the head of economic management team? One $3 in this of a common IGP. For that, maybe so answer questions. Why not $3 and this for that?
Oh, now we come in and we say,
never men a crime. I'm not cancer. What $2 and this for a one thing.
Let's say,
no be no for that $8 now of kind. And when it comes to responsibility, he runs away. But when it comes to success, everything another did, Bawumia did it. We built the roads. We did that. After the bus, you also took the dollar to 70 or so.
Well, by and large,
you see, it may be perception.
Okay.
But I don't know the campaign.
Okay. Okay.
And while there's a perception out there, say you play the role in destroying the economy. What are you going to tell them, especially when the dollar has now started rising? Anko 17 woko asebe na akoka inflation na anko double digit akwa dey na akoka montuma me for inflation increases enko 14 nobody about that message
but I say only na be yadin say before 2024 no IMF for ni nyina because I just said this year ye benya de enya nyina enti ye nya is it anything different new from obi ababa ya na
IMF and franco okra because there were statements say we will never go to IMF.
No, they make
there were projections, but yet,
World Bank
there were projections.
But so I'm making projections at the end of 2025. Ghana inflation be hit 6%. In the year about 6.3. Omuka say ye see the near $1 dollar no ye see the benya hodin this year aba. Oh, nti say e ba na ya e wom say internal elections ya ba ye wi a ye don't see we are be election akwa 2028 enti ye aseri na no mama ye kan nyina ye hwe de aban ne ye ne enhususu aso aba this year ye kan nyina no na ye de we 2028 there's elections we ai be ko me ba cha na me kan wate ase
me to ase pa na say you see I'm one person who has said, Nanado, in terms of infrastructure and other things, did extremely well.
Good.
Now, FSH is quite adequate.
Yeah.
But the point that we are making is that this is an internal elections. And we have to say what Bawumia did not do right so that we voted against. Unless you are saying me and your campaign, you're trying one year to
campaign, yeah, the candidate debate we are no aka. So,
I said the Bawumia and the most woman, I just have a couple Kennedy. A couple Kennedy, what the
anyway, so yeah, so far the way aspirants now conduct your mono. What the Kennedy campaign pioneer other as so far, Wunya must say ahead of Akabe 44 days now yet to obey.
Oh, and yeah, but me and Crawford mode at Topini as will be the cooker near here. Because so far so good.
Hey, lawyer.
I issue based, what I say, but I could be as you the one who the can attend the Matembi say, I was just a woman lose. Now, money lose. What I say, now the Kennedy ideas, you know, I mean, they are unfortunate, but apart from that,
yeah,
it's been issued based. So, now, Baumia on Timmy Tian and Crawford, the Atamina hard.
But I can't remember we are there. Come here with. They said, "Oh, it's your politics, and you know, every mama." No, but programs are politics and crown down for some more. You talked about issues, man. They said your politics in the you know where you're going. I know they.
I now hear the campaign Okra Bayre, Okra chips, Okra was in the bar, made the tourism about water region. They say, in fact, these are the things that we want them to do. And so far, so good. Me, I'm not emotional about the politics. You get the point? Because in politics, you can't do politics without mentioning the name of your opponent. Then your politics. I'm bread champon. Or no bomb a chikakra. That is how it is.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we shouldn't be too emotional about it because it's a contest. Here we are. Then settle down.
Yeah.
Now, Obian, we are kama.
Okay. Mamena was say, well, Branswa, when you're the Mananka Mwaka, Supreme Court, the no Kakrafa, Panda, the no, but many colleagues, me, I want to walk a Krabizudia. Now I am for
yeah, when you're my I'm running taking the course.
Okay. Midasiano pay, lawyer. Good. Many lawyer William Kwesi and Abongo, a private legal practitioner, so one of the campaigners for Kennedy or Hine Japan about the assessment. Honorable Sarah Joasafo, Emeki, and also say, dear, what can it say? 31st of next month, no. Hopefully, better about the Kennedy or Hine Japan. And I pay, you know, a dinkone, Miaminia, say Mike, and a Casa extra. FM in Kumasi and what this has we to do pay watch them be so ha ete amayen ewo ha ebisa no swambo apa wosima aduana ba ko 741 yeah live ewo Western Diamond Television Western in the morning Wednesday's edition and ye de eba de asomo ne anapay enche bibia betima kama pa you say the United Television for no one my say ba nti and I know woman Kennedy and woman Dr. Brandon Champo yentie brand kakra ne come on United Television e boni wi a krata no bo so ye de beto aso yentie
na waye juma bibre ama a flourish ebi mo hu ne say ye trust the country in the hands of a businessman nipa no e de be enrich ne ho ne ba in your case people are of the view say Abra snitch incident, you know, now pese wo bem. It's say by say oh, you know, a collapse in a way. It was in a way inappropriate. Say we minister. We want bem. Now be you see maybe your business will benefit out of a government property, no. And nunti say ye rich businessman mo. Omo be enrich through their business. How do you respond to this?
But I think it's too far from the truth.
Okay.
Number one,
a time was Senate cast one no ton on my Japadian 2012, 2011, 12, woman not of
okay.
And at the end say 2017 MPP are buying a buy no. Omo say omo beton. Omo be pay investors. Anya for moton. Omo pay investors. Omo enya atofo.
Omo enya investors.
Omo enya obia. 2020 omo say omo beye. Omo enya obia. 2021 and omo sign call advertising in the Economist Daily Graphic. Omo advertising we are seeing now so omo pay investors partners. Yes, omo ton omo pay partners. That time no na me ni abem.
Okay.
Na me ni abem, na me ni minister. Me be minister 2023. Until 14 companies are a bid some partners meeting. Na me company ne ka ho bi.
Oh, number year 14.
14.
Is there yesterday it was a so idea say unkwana.
Omo advert and yes I mean me company.
O company.
I'm separate from my company.
It's true but a dear.
Absolutely. 14 companies and a bid 2021. Na minister na juma ya me yentinu me Rock City no me margin is amount for management and I'm very happy with them. 14 companies 2021 and a bid. I knew about the bid.
Okay.
But I'm in near them. About second time 2020 manji post. Until almost called through process na and almost shortlisted 3 companies. Senate. After 3 years, 2.5 years, open tender. A biographic movie, and almost shortlisted 3. Into 3 companies, almost shortlisted. Now Rock City Kahubi. There was nothing wrong with the transaction until Midimba up for vice president. And the Bay issue.
Was this an agenda?
Then I will carry Ghana honey away.
Doctor, what can you Ghana honey? Was this an agenda?
From 2021, there was nothing wrong with the Senate go through processes now from 14 companies, almost only about 3. Open. Probably be anyhow. Me be a minister April 2023. Almost started at the end of 2021. 2022. 2023 April. And I'm be a minister. Until now Rock City was part of 3 now my shortlist. You know. It took 1 year, 2024, and no more enter negotiations. No problem be anyhow. Kopim da. I became one of the potential names for vice president. And about for Kofa and no Edibai. And then Smith announced say, I'm going to pay partners. I'm called parliament on some pay partners. Because hotels mean in our essay. You can't say, I'm declare profit 2024. Mubian who declare profit. None of that we declare profit. Go check it. Senate that's tua ebinom so light bills be seen. Pensioners can so yes, time wa me be a minister 2023 no.
Dr. Brian Echampon and oche efa the sale of Senate hotels na Senate for the year say on pay partners and we pay investors ya. Ono kwa ne company ko bidibia. I don't know dey say on the campaign tia o church mu program so that is it. Abna say wa many partners abna say
adumo na odi ne
na me na adom so mo ye pa o tere ma baboko de
o nyame adom
se na wuko
yes sir
kakra se biansi ayi nko krata ma na
issues bebre ho
de hia
me mbo to for say to abaso yam kese ntine efre yam kese no and no our present report no ka say me say we no mediation not arbitration because papa no nim de wosoro ahimfuna no wosanim de nim yakaba bo o mai pa ne chichire because what catch was we no arbitration because he's not an arbitrator when ko jimi say ne make us an kingdom no sunti oh yo hin kasia Ghana ha e say me yo fa me you respecting inti ye wogidi wonu munti no ko say me de mitumi na me catch me say obi a hwa na munsi esi asam wa kwa yesa nemo afenu no eno no motena ase ana omo agije je omo hutu mu amande asomdwe eyaba yes so mampeni say all the recommendations bia no ya recommend or report no wo hwe na yemfa yie mfa ntu yie na masomdwe mbra ewe na yiri yo oye bokuna aba o ya wan yo asomdwe ne hia enti na in fact me tie ya tie otumfo ese tie other lawyers bi ni ade mu say yes papa no otumfo say otunya me
am the pass okaka bi kire otu ayufo so far zoka
yeah
one ya no yes ade ni create confusion dey ba manfo da bia na o yes anema na sem na waka change wo mfanya
yes some call mention no the same thing
it is some create problem ni ade ya
PRB and issues bebrebe
asem na very dicey wo say dicey situation omo ye na mampani kura se ye nene ade na obeka mo ye no man ye careful betrega ne ho nti ba bi aduru mo ma peace in prevail
yes vat me de otu for me bona bas vat papa no yamekase yampa yamekase bi no nti asese yamekase wa kaso anyame o na kaso bi otu mfu a otumi ade na wa ye krampo ye chese otumi ade na so otumi gina enimpa wo mo komienu e from say momra meka mo asem me gina me ntumi nsese mo asem mo I'm not an arbitrator momra na motana mo nka mo asem o from so mo baye ama bibia so nsese atodin me gide say abna beka no kakana yakọ pandai ene Supreme Court issue no I think say no so ye say kan wasa
Abraham ntie we
yo me da say I think enra reports no ehun na say enoane ade ana ye nyina ye hwe animu because yen yet na south ha na ye kaso ne ye koso obokun fa ye ho a edru baby e be fa ye ho enti otumfo tumi be mu no na ni December. But I think enra presentation my favorite part baby a call ya wasan ba ya azoka wo be kan asasem ne kire no because new me bi wo ho no mu a mpenimfo atena se yedi nkomo ye hwe ne yetumi apasem ne pumesi bra wo se ye nyina nso yetumi corporate
anya de okaso be me by election
futu no so far as okade en say okobo the third vice chairman asunu no oto ne sai say board no boga obobuga asemu no
sa papa no ameme no yen ne wakọ ya wo se one yera afenyo market
so by election no
kasafun sa ya no mu fi se tumi no beka won se na eno an se enko bi just because of say monya power enti ye ni gisam ye hwe ni mu se all the parts no your friends saying bokufo ene hwan kusasi ni mamprusifor no bia nso ebenya no ho ntiase because free nra na mampeni ko parliament nkomo mu di ye no wo say nsem bia ma ebinum eka on social media no enye please ni ya de be boa process no enti ye toto asre say ye nuanum kusasi fo no mamprusifor ye nuanum no mo ye mpese be hu se moje hwie gu biem enti mo ma asomdwe nye adwuma emse kakra meka fa ho eno no
yes
asa pandai di secretary na report bia
ndi bebrewum but no say the case akoma mampeni say won hwe na judge ba kon yellow condi kolendi hwe na yentu na justice kolendi yentu na de so but mampeni say
o ma dismiss sa case
the command chief justice say there's no primary first be o mo to establish wo mu asemu
na no so unti ase
because you are to force in case at force versus the republic and two others that case hu na ebinu mu kire me say papa no was directly though no na presiding judge what yes no so but directly no na say because the cousin ba kon awom the ambulance case no the cousin ba kon
do fu say omoni asem ni
well so omo no so man to establish primary first case bia enti no no ho so won de ne judge no but etumi gina obi die so ka tell ne say woni ne kunu ne metu kan kwa abrochire meanwhile omo mumbre mu say utu kwan say open nipa mienu bi kan na odi tu kwan and primary first
that's justice and service
masa me dey na court in some no say that's what call say me be say me call overboard
so we dey o say wa ba dey envy na court
me ka say okay nipa no
court dey say ya inform gon
yes because you see akwa say
petition obi petition and omo dismiss that petition no
yes akwa say omunim omo ho because these are the same judges you promote me from high court to Supreme Court because you only can in the account you know Supreme Court no and one chief justice friends Bafo Boni and no go for no more high court eja omu na no promotion keke ko mo no chief justice so you don't think say now you don't
expect him say bia obemi permanent figure
but nua de dumi gina mu pam nua say no and so we took and when nimara hey na primary first case establish wo ya ma me get with arabasa kitoko no die mu no na dey primary first case because we tell lawyer for omonim dey law no mu a omo kire say we yes something flimsy something make us say bogus primary first case omo establish here but because of person mo pam ma me no whichever means be some first pam no be mo pam no but pan idea no me gidi say asem no nkasa ke jama rera na akọ anka be buan yo me say na me hu no say jama ka rera because Martin no tie ne kasa mu a ono nkasa no he is ever ready say whether by election or rera no on the ojinamu say or sa confidence nso be nwi ni ade no nti me court call asitena Supreme Court ISA ye hold on and as suspend no and no man who can be parliament and that is the case because the substantive case na nkasa say obesa parliament and also parliament no it lies in the bosom of the speaker of parliament because on the declare seat in vacant no and the Supreme Court aka say at the offense easy omu nkonko rewind bia for na montwen 13 January be hia nti me na ye me ya say emma ho kwa papa no nkoko parliament biem because yen tie court case ni wie ya yen man who can so onko parliament and the main case na nkasa no the stench of the libel no that's the crucial element I want na mo yen course nti no me de eno me te say really na share that me de but na been we de be o mo de because of yanko run but run na come on is confidence of winning that seat
asama ye kakpanda election was I think some many ochirema ya adwen pa enema bebro ho no wa NDC fu hu ni say ye panda elections no on the 30th December as isini kan na enya de be favor wo mu
because we say Denis Abuajimra kwa twa ne tenten won wo
say wo hu enti wo sha
strategy mo ye no mo ye bibi wo mo ye mputu djuma bi wo di gina so
because after 12 wo mo ba yo mo nya 1 year so far 1 year na den wo mutumi aye even crampo say nya panda constituency ho no crampo na Ghana as
ye to ba no year 1 year but January 7th no benya 1 year ankasa akonya so
okay wo dey fan say omo nya 11 months in power enti eden wo mutumi aye a wo mu gina so no mo de akwakoye campaign e wo ho no emfa so be na addition e wo pandan no wo mu enya and even Ghana as a whole eden wo mutumi enya e wo so and wo mu ankasa so wo mu hwa ase wo share a post e free honum eba na wo se da bi won so yasa elections no ye kokoye enkoye mfa ma ya ban no sa ankoye mfa ma aban no so a e de anim guase ebebre ye because just 1 year na ye beko na beko lose election de eba ne sa ebe ha adwen e na ade bia hu so me hu so omu no se free sa abre ye kopim 30th December no e ye short e ye mrukuma bi de ma wo mu nti emwa wo mu nti me 50 na wo mu nya ye no enya me na enya me desa nka wo de America kranka mo fanye because we ye ne densesi ano sa rule ni e ba ye no nkire se ye ro na sin akọ parliament o so wo sin akọ akọtena ho because later no mo de ba ye kire se ye declare ni seat no vacant no ye nka ho hwe
sir de tie ne se unse Tamale High Court and the ruling by say because of the SCA ni no ye nya run ruling na free court but it means that no obe illegal MP and a man speaker kwetena so ka say in this case any we declare the seat in vacant
enti before be sin akwa mo say speaker
esanso
yes
enti mate say Friday and omu be breaki na me lawyer na kura kasa say say speaker kokosisa na no because case na me nya niye enti he is still an MP he is still a member of parliament they say Supreme Court atene ruling one High Court no
de buy
de buy say enquire ran no and what in this case no ora Martin Nyindam ebeye MP mani ye abra speaker asa akọ sisa na no was I will not buy
anti kopon so be sisa na no die
e dey still ano oda so
we sit no vacant
a hanged member of parliament or a hanged member of parliament
and no bad amen
no difficult parliament no so you need so
lawyers require say speaker am pronounce one am na ma ha contempt be no
anti contempt be tumi a speaker
anti no Friday mu breaki chenachi nti esre no one ama ga man no amfa so to force one hwan no ankwetena no ankwetena se mo first deputy speaker why no me be me see we say
ambo first speaker dey wo ka no ho asem a
akachi satembi that be Accra but ben
Tinjile twan.
Who said I from na MP no year first deputy speaker and can also bosh sin. But say inside
oh hadwen. Wa hadwen gra say upemu na. enti ya se hono amana kwetena so wonu a speaker na antena se now on dispatch for no
na say wo kwa baby a wo feel too comfortable do because in the corner many people wodi na chicha ni de enye media yes enye
sa
na say speaker na adan here now a minority for person mu pie ya majority for say ya do so
push ni adan
me sure na speaker wa board ni say gu na chi a wa ba asa nkoda boni bi nkoda ye boni bi na pani abepi na wo hwe wo
pani ntino but in ambacho for am say ye can so far as okadi bi but on no a Christos avoka former member of panel for Zibila ne is it Boku West Boku West and now in
Klatos
no we Christos Klatos
avoka when you so far azoka
avoka ne azoka na
because na when ananko papa na nanko okasa mo na zanga eja to kromo na
mami da mi na say mami a champion ni na nsem chofo kromo anti
good okay na abrantie bi eferi kuma wo ye jiso organizer MPP organizer wo se ye breakira me fa mre kuma so me ho na wo kura wo se wo free hefa
mimum
ase wo life no wo nsem bia okeka ne ade no ano wo hunu ba bia wo free
broni eti say da
abra wo broni
broni ka
wo free ana se
broni kakra na se me Ghana broni mo ade meti mo fa me hia wo sa because about say akwa heaven na maybe I make an minim say me biblia na me bro ni me
ya se mo no mumu ni amoyira no kre
ya fa Friday me church mu why fa Friday church
o mu hu se mu bi ewuda
sa
na amoyira
da bi yenyini a na yetira fita hunu say bia ana wewu
oh okay
so we ni even be fita
oh okay
say be open
and say oni nwi kura na onya nwi fita
yeah be fita nyame adum se enyi pa agwas adumani bi eni etrim ayensem fita say adum fita say ensem anti akopon so hira me enyi ti be 80 by 80 so uti fita anti we hu se obi da
abra what obi na 80
eh
obetumi enya
abra asa metumi menya
obetumi enya Whoa, height no. Yeah, abo. Na me ka tira o. Height no. Nti o wa ho de ye o muta chepa.
Sa.
Eduma ye no wiase esa so nyi che no. Eduma ye wiase esa nyi che.
Mama.
We yakopon hira yen pa. Na M2 yen san laws system ni
mo.
It no as a 22 for ne share so. It no ye wukra ana as a bin so word that kind of unu wo mumu say me ba public space na say nkofo be kan fa me ho on say farm we ni kra say on say se be ono enimpa wa ye o limelight nti ono wu a fa che me e don betene nka ba yemu dodo na
so when you popular bia any celebrity bia
nkofo ka say osimisi ana so betina as a kind of stigmatization no nti dodo na take up public offices nti no say on sheda ye popular nti ofiri mu say nkofo ntene
say dey we popular
say me firi mu nkofo
popular akufu aru kra ba bo yi den ma bo yi na ba mi amu na ba bo yi
mama o say ba
ba bo yi
so ba dia
I don't know ma
so ma o don face kan ni fe njalo fa mo sa wano
ya yanko krata no 81 yanko krata no
yo ya da se krata no mu se bia na yedi ka bobo so yi ye be frase e wo the chronicle ko wa krata no yera bra ni champon e na ne foni e da no ne interview na wo ye ne kasa ba ko wo kan ye ne say ye me do say we are not responsible for your happiness that point na me the palm na ono ne ebisa ne say na wo ntoko ya wo akwakọ gine mu bi wo gidi say obe wini de na oso hwe me be wini hands down obi enu obetum ni mesi hey na me krampo matwumo papa oso na obe wini hands down because ono no confidence no say is grounded in history wa prepare wa bon ho papa and what they aba enti sabrede obi enyina nche ne nkonimdie 31st January 2026 na ekọ edi amano akrata fa to so mienu ne miensa wo chronicle edi ho sam so edi aba na yese cast for the survey bi aba na eba yen say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we hwedi enimu 60 something 67 was 67 and na ane edi akire nso enya 20 something 21 e wo honom nti agro ne fam yese sini awieye ene ebehu chale the chronicle nim ene we so eda na Western Regional House of Chiefs ene ye kire mu se wo mu a demand for total ban on raw rubber exports. Yemfanye Juma Ewa Hasia, a betumi Abu Akrata no so to songoche, Ewa Chronicle na do by ye. Na yese at long last, and ye boko, and send someone koso honomuno, asumje assign Abahwa, Chronicle the name.
The Ghanaian publisher, the worker at Away, and I pay also the same Bebrenoa Ediaba. Na the idea den cheche pa wo mo no kata fe to so emiensa Petro ne de omo de nsem kugu papa Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumiafo ni eda kata fe to so emiensa na cast for report om de aba na boss we yae ena ndei wo ka se o de confidence pa se obenweni sa eye abatu am admitted first ye be kwa akoto no so Bawumia tops confidence poll eno ho nsam so no pay the Ghanaian publisher Ediaba kata fe to so emiensa wo wan so no Ken Nebukadnezar John Dramani Mahama Nimfoni Eda the only of Ilefe the leader of success Nimfoni Eda na Professor Yanka Erokache John Dramani Mahama His Excellency say why we say time no be prayer wow cry the red line red line as I said we do a show for no as an tefraton 30 mu we be twa abasa no etwo sere ne ade wow if you are dream class up at them, the democracy, and Yawana was shares, Abram Crano, 7 when you can win baby 1992, no. J.D. Rollins, Shamia Shay, 1992 Constitution, no, 7 now owned by her baby. I don't know a member of Parliament class Abrano. Now, Supreme Court and Soap and Die, Ghana,
Yanya 68. Now, Yera Mahamba, when I say, oh no, 64, 65. It's not your one. I'm a 1992 Constitution, as I'm making. Okay. In the making. Now, just one group. Yewura Sinyao Joseph Sinyao just pon Jum Lion ade ba ko waye meni agipa ye sadaka te jaria chese wo ye biribidi aboa domdodo no nyam mfaso with the 200,000 Ghana cedis 2 billion old currency e dey amase mfensi eye Masalachi mosque project be ono eye papa donate 200,000 Ghana cedis a mebo nyakropon pa se inhire bi a wo mu bia no won fama no monje so ami yentoaso metwaso every the daily analyst or see without fear or favor and the Supreme Court was suspended pandire ran no e dia ba beto ha sei na enkrate bi baye edikan baye na edi ncheche se yero na dan kwekufu ado wabo epinchin yero John Dramani Mahama ori ni di nkomo ni na no efa kwan e befa so na tisi yero kenoforiata ene ese yeja no o se yenya awotrama no na no na nura krata free former president na dan kwekufu ado office baye ene wo chemu sensam na wo mo kan no kura bi enim enya de ono no wakoyero Mahama wo ka che ne se yero oforiata na extradition wo mu enyai wose ono de ba ne se emra wodi ye adwuma wo bugana enti se ye ro no mo ye ne nsem nhwehwemu na se wodi fa emra ene ni eni wodi bi mu so a na ye gya no wo konti se mamanfo keka so no abo pinchin ye ro mama se wonjai ye ro kanu for extradition no wose ne kura bi enim ganafo momontungu daily analyst ene di we so edi eba ye ene anopai and ye the Justice Uni Kolende Nifoni Abeto ha and yes no prima facie case found in petitions against Kolende. One more mutual petitions ni ya wo mon kenkan na. Ya na mo the petition na makatra September ni da ho. Nti omu peja ya duru wo so a ne de odin ahyehyehye na ye de ko saa na omu ya. Daily analyst nso dia ba na no pay. Ye Gideon Boakun and we accuse finance minister say of contradiction over debt and exchange rate claims or some more figures some de banukre bia enim na watch mu say video bia beto social media no so na post ni bi and ye wo twa private jet man do call
dada na security sa was won twa police officer
na nenim wom na wo twa sa wo ma commentary obi so gine chire na wona kasa ni echugu
o ma suspended no
no ankrata aba bontin yesi nyo no nko 5 police officers ya interdict wom over social media misconduct na sa no mo ye de ene Ghana prisons for no Ghana fire service for no wo mo nya hwio wo mo uniforms ebinom menka ne se ebinom omo uniforms from the ball life e wo social media no so
na the uniform ball life
ejuma wo enye na wenom wakotena social media da bi asema me kaneti ase obi ohono mu a wote office krampo no a na waso live no so TikTok na woni
abra wo duty no
na wo sa man na wo tweke na wo twa de abra yen enso nya se adwuma na de share
na hu anu akoma etem
bufu pa bufu de uniform no to ho wo wia oni aba ba gro social media no so wo share ye uniform discard asha wo no emfa meye sanwema no enti eni nko wo mo ho pa e wo honom enti daily analyst ne de na ma na pay no
daily guide de mi enu bi na me fefere mu na ye kakas for survey on my year Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia de no 67.8% and I can ohine Japan 21.3% into no otwu mutan krari enchi no bottom akra no a baby on na no baby a wona no ontumi enko ben no kra da o de oni beti no kra nyepe na lalai ontumi ne nyepe aposi fo num na ya interdict wo mso nsem da ha na dan kwakufu ado se won ye na adwen se wakan no ho se wo kaka John Dramani Mahama se won hwe na ontwitwa nsem so na kana fura tamra Ghana ha na wo ya ka kontum ne ade won ka hwenjiro bia ama de kra takra de aba monten so eno nsem na daily guide aba
Medi the informer ebe tuaso the informer say nothing but the truth usheko wakrati nimu a ene Yera Johnson isi edu nketia titini ni the National Democratic Congress amanyuko no majority leader Yera Mahama Yarga eza wadani ankwan aboa be no say baby obedru bia na odwa ye ni fie no aboa be no kwankwan de bi abo kokosechi aha wose na se papa se wontumi nkonu krom o wontumi nkonu krom eno minority leader ene library city center to so edu krom 19 akwakọ bia no de ama no constituent na so we de majority leader wontumi nkoni fie wontumi nkonu krom kra no akọ bia no krata fe to so miensa wo de informa de aba ne se NDC fo edi so ni Yera Mahama Yarga ne kasa wo kan ye fa tetem agenda no ho no omosi nikure bi enim omo de eba ne Ghana ye 2 term na they are committed to it the informer so edi aba ene anope na Yera Michael Kwe say NDC for years omo besi galamsey court yesi e court ahodo na e wo ne de edi galamsey nsem ho na ye di nipa no kotumu a enye yie nti e ba besi galamsey court ene wo so ne de woni wo mo nya agene we it's not a priority the informer mun nsem so ni enra boko asante hinfo ni da ha ena o se the boku mediation report no ade e wo se tumi e kan both parties edi ebom na mum ni set te wo montam ena nya de enso mpanifo edi enimu no they are not taking sides with anyone kratafa to so nsia e wo the informer
the new publisher hide nothing fear nothing na enra ase na wo ka no Yera afan marking IC center the man but say this man kodu upon command so esi school that fefe bi so dia ma the constituent
yeah no so
blue and white as a sorry we from say Accra sorry be we from some color no blue and white ever pa na do asem ha Accra dia bo boni na so yellow color so dia ye ka say ya dismissing petition no hu sam so I think say no kakra no dey aba
ye din krata ni mun sam
my
oboro nankasa oboro because ya rufatus mamina memfa ohinba news and twaso na emfa no emfa wi kra ohinba news that's rameti na ohinba news di aba otufu ase tutu enura akọ present boko conflict mediation report no emo mampeni no ebra wadi show mampeni nsa ena kratafa toso emienu ewo ohinba news mu one so a capture. We also say NPP presidential primary justice and fairness must prevail. Dr. Henry Kobina Kukufua kane no ye EPA peni wono na worker say o you can memu no ne additional mo hie bia no asem wo kan say one do asumdie no preaching ti obi ahwe na asumdie nso embra yame adoma abaye kwakoto no emu na chama wuntumi so mfoni eda ha Yera Andy Apiakuwa here and a legal representative will say his capacity to withstand challenges qualifies him as national chairman. Ampa Papia Kase papa. Lawyer Andy Apiakubi. One year embranim for ejine muma chairman won to me was saying, "Who shall send a chairman won to me? The idea no I dear meko edition ni." And he said, "Be bent to Accra edition the baby ya say you know I want to answer no." Papa no se no otumi gina na so ne mudie mu na de ye ni na
freezing accounts mu nyina na nta African wear no na ye nya o freezing na o ma freezing nyina na African wear wo pempam sise nyina no se yoko fo freezing nyina o ma season ntare nyina ne mpa bo ni o ma season ne mo ba ma ni kura no a mo ba ma ni a wo nyina ni nyina o ma freezing adai
Oni pe bi se otumi hye no ho so wo de ebre.
Dabi na no obi nya asem obi atare apamago si ye frizi. Sisa ne cars nyina.
Ebe no free se fache mi o. Adwuma na oyeye no musika bi o de ato sakade nti no mo oje. Papa tem be di asem na wie na se o se eje ma na eje ma. Ti aye mra na ye some that kind of way bi but be ne dey.
Ayo yati.
Ti wo mo say sania o wa kukudo no me bi ho no. Ghana fo NPP delegates ebre no duro a one na for national chairman obi anka ho biem on oppose mo nto aba mfama no obi fufuro me mo no so bia na afei na o make intention but on no picture na me hunu wo so say chairman wontumi national chairman na e so mo to aba no e de ema no Hinba news enso de ho nsam e de aba ehye rado edisia
na anyu me you mo delete you was me na asemo okay yeramase na ye na ehomra ye ba na afei yato aso e de afri ha okay medam ho ba me ba me ne ibu ebeto aso e di nkomo e wa ha mbesisi a
TDR then there's a possibility
it's a performance
beginning so I can say party no how wo ho na candidate no and so how so do you think say 2 million na mulusi and I say it decline you know we bet me the move 1.5 million some more abo candidate na
but men can say me so parliamentary candidates be ano who problems or constituency who a local boy who got to land cruise Accra na so be one for be antinema ye to abatia who call president now to collection 5,000 now call SDA now call to 4,500 for problem what I say who papa ni obi to share we full on to abama but what I say the parliamentary candidate be ano who presidential candidate ni jina from the same party I was thinking munya pe because 2 years nanka wakwakoto ha MPP CPP PNDC PNC NDC nini na no parliamentary candidate no vote no e wo form kakra 10 20 30 50 essay presidential candidate 2024 pe ena 99% of constituencies e Ghana almost 99% omuninara parliamentary candidates no ebo omuhumodin esen ye presidential candidate e kire se Ghana including nina se emfa honi problems aye ne parliamentary candidate no wo no ye peno esen mo presidential candidate no se wo kanina bomu a almost 350,000 votes and a parliamentary candidate no EDBT a presidential candidate 3% of the vote the NDC nya 6.2 million nya 4.6 10.8 million 350,000 is the difference between a presidential candidate and a parliamentary candidate in our vote ni bom just a party ni problems no any parliamentary candidates no apart from that no utimi presidential candidates ni problems no which is the 3% na yinya and that is where the problem is if omunya pe and there's a difference in 2,000 3,000 constituency here with Dokua constituency wa Okai Kwe South Dokua NDC for no BT Dokua 6,000 votes 5,000 to NDC Dokua ono da for more odwen who try na chi no na ono a we lose 5,000 ono a say BT your presidential candidate no by 6,000 which means the NDC BT a presidential candidate 11,000 one constituency parliamentary candidate no lose 5,000 presidential candidate no lose 11,000 the same constituency
so per analysis I would amass here you know who attribute say the candidates you know and on man form
and I'm because I need Okai Kwe South and
I know in
Ghana
how percent was it 99%
around 90% here areas are about if I say 1 or 2% your presidential candidate me BT parliamentary candidates ube come hokran na abena problems so your presidential candidate is all your Muslimini OBT in team for your reverend on one num kasa anti American
obiti Reverend in team Fojo ewo Asen South no kre onya 17,000 a presidential candidate in team Fojo enya 14,000 but MPP ni bi or co-independent or no na 10,000 votes for parliamentary no.
Okay.
And no na a presidential candidate etimi BT yen parliamentary candidate no. Oko Agona West Then in a presidential candidate BT a parliamentary candidate Cresata. But you come on Cynthia Morrison, gender minister. Gender minister. Or co-independent. Actually 7,000 votes. And no am I a presidential candidate, you know, BT. Into constituencies now, we say a presidential candidate, can BT a parliamentary candidate. Ube come on. Na party no war. Internal problems. Other than that,
amachi dede wese so fra wunya me se omo a yarum pa cha bo video we mame otumfo se tutu abra na wo kasa na me se video no ensi ne grant determined wadaroma restart the video for me na e play the back na yentie de crop ya kotoko hene ne nsem odu tu abra na wa present report no e de ama Excellency John Dramani Mahama
added that nonetheless, guided by ancestral wisdom, commitment to peace and respect for Your Majesty's tireless efforts, I have chosen the path of conciliation, not out of weakness, but as a testament to Mampurugo's strength, dignity, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of all communities in the Boko traditional area. I had been inspired by the desire and commitment of my brother, the Nairi, to bring a peaceful end to the conflict in Boko and its environs, and to define the best arrangements to accommodate all the different tribes and communities in the area. The Nairi outlined a set of proposals which form the basis of engagement that I have had with both sides, with the hope of finding a common ground. If a common ground emerged, it would enable them to reach an amicable resolution. With this historical understanding, I have impressed upon the Bokunaba, Sigria Bugrabo Zoga to acknowledge that at one time or another, the Nairi exercised traditional authority over the area that now constitute the Boko traditional area. I concede that colonization by the British might have played a role in the establishment of the chieftaincy institution across the area that now makes up the Kusal Traditional Council. Records has it that at various times, the Nairi enskinned the Bokunaba, and the latter then enskinned the various sub-chiefs in the Boko traditional area. It is this state of affairs that the Kusasi challenged since 1957 until PNDC Law 75 was passed in 1983. The passage of PNDC Law 75 defines the resolution of the situation in Boko. I have as well impressed upon my brother the Nairi that current realities make it more pragmatic that we accept Kusasi rule over the area. With the passage of PNDC Law 75, the coming into force of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, and the ruling of the Supreme Court in Alhaji Ibrahim Adam Zambego versus Aninchema Abugrago and Attorney General, it will be untenable for anyone to hold that Sigru Abugrabo Azoka is not the Bokunaba and exercises jurisdiction over the entire Kusasi area. The Supreme Court shuts its doors to anyone seeking to have, but added that, nonetheless, guided by ancestral wisdom, commitment to peace and respect for Your Majesty's tireless efforts, I have chosen the path of conciliation, not out of weakness, but as a testament to Mampurugo's strength, dignity, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of all communities in the Boko traditional area. I had been inspired.
The General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Ura Fifi Avekwete, were making it emphatically clear, say there will be no third term for Mahama. The National Democratic Congress has once again firmly dismissed any suggestion of a third term agenda for President John Dramani Mahama, stressing its commitment to Ghana's constitutional order and democratic principles. The General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Fiavekwete, said that the party would not support any attempt to alter the constitution to extend presidential tenure regardless of its parliamentary strength. Kwete described Ghana as a leading example of democratic transition in sub-Saharan Africa, noting that the country's respect for constitutional limits has continued to inspire other democracies across the region. First and foremost, you must appreciate that all over sub-Saharan Africa, if there is one country that had been able to provide a model that continues to be an inspiration in terms of democratic transition, it is Ghana. He stated. He emphasized that the NDC would never encourage actions that undermine the constitution, adding that President Mahama had already made his position clear on shutting down discussions suggesting a third term. We at no point should ever encourage a situation where there is a disruption in our constitutional stipulations. The president has spoken about that, and clearly he did well because he didn't want to allow any conversations to continue as if he is entertaining it. So the General Secretary Akan granted interview Akan, we were channel 1 and it discusses our conversation, no, and make a be at the actual watch. NDC as a party, no, and one more ever supported the third term bid for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na wobe kura amamra yetintimo for the 2-term rule, no, and one a party no so ebe de emfa woni say parliamentary ho no one more do ho no eno no enya nyina so a esese mo de pray for third term for John Dramani Mahama. Watch yourself here, sub-Saharan Africa hanwa. Ghana yan democracy na enviable. Manfro be envy because of how I hold and democracy for quite too long. Ntinya de a on be press His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kra be press we be for third term na party no kra so atai actually. So the statement here free general secretary abai no de na chese se sa na tie ne yagie didi a na party no enya ho keka bia se wo mo ebe support John Dramani Mahama se obebede for the third term eno so kra an enkoma ede ha make bie enso ede akere wo e ha anopai yede aba na me de makase anoma bi su no omo hwe na general secretary na saka se amanfo bi kase won kabaya wo munyi early flag bearer said MPP for air no said be bebuama party no so betumi akoso ne ade ano so the general secretary Ekene say the general secretary of the NDC Fifi Avekwete has criticized early discussions about party members expressing interest in future presidential ambitions, describing such conversations as disrespectful to both party and President John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Kwete said talk of presidential bid, particularly within the first year of assuming office, is premature and distract from the party's governing responsibilities, especially in the first year after you have won power. Any conversation regarding interest in running for power, I will find it personally an insult to the NDC as a whole, an insult even to the President Mahama, because we have barely come into power, into office. He stated. He reminded the public of the years the NDC spent in opposition and stressed the need to prioritize delivering on the party's campaign promises now that is in government. We spent 8 years in opposition, made promises to people, and we have taken over power. The promises that we made to the country, we are now implementing them. There are promises we made to our own political people, that is, people who have worked for us. We have not even come to 10 or 20% of our accomplishment. Kwete stated, according to him, the party's immediate focus must remain on supporting the government to succeed, ensuring accountability among ministers and chief executives, and maintaining discipline within the party rather than engaging in succession debate. Okay, so within the rank and file of the NDC members, Baya, Wamuni flag bearer and tem na ontimi hunu nanim na aboa na fefe kwatese da bi na no ya na Ghana for to aba fe ko no mo ko 1 year na mo priest yenyi flag bearer ne ade a e ba sa di enim twitwe kra de bre NDC e ma bi ka Excellency John Dramani Mahama afi kra no mo ya 10 to 20% kra no won campaign promise o mu nya nyeye na enim ya mo ka se wo mu nkoyi flag bearer ade a na eyanim tiabuo ena mubu NDC party no ene even omampani na mu ntinya ade a ombeye o ma make promises ya chere party for no ene Ghana for ese ni na o mo render sa promises no nti o mto mbo asekra na o make sure say on be support party no be support government no say obetimi asosidi eno kra ansa na bia o ma pedi obedi John Dramani Mahama ade enso a wono mu ahwe nti we yansem a the general secretary of the NDC fifi avekwete wono so ede atudwa anopei yakabie ede akyeremu ewa ha okay say abeto just say from next year ko Ghana card abaye compulsory our transactions and our dealings enti se woni Ghana card ni bia wadaroma bomodina se obepebie na we use from next year koni ade anu a eno de be adwuma krom ya na matete se mami agrada minim se matia amanfo se mumunim se agrada danse hom prison no de atete se so mafa agrada na frumu tu kwa se kwa hene se amanfo kan ade a okay nti eno so eno no but emsa nura high court e wa Accra wabomodina ama me no kasai watimi a convicted evangelist Patricia Esiedua yam friend na agrada ya the case bia na involve Pastor Emmanuel Apia known as Osofo Bible car and a Bible car inei womo say quarter final no say 12,000 Ghana cedis order say ontuamfa as a compensation and from Osofo no Pastor Emmanuel Apia nti eno so ye enuna aka ha court ruling na odi aba say nana agrada ontuama sa Asofo no nti maame no amanfo se wodam ni ade a say no dansan ni ade amanfo se wodam ebisi da bi wodam ni ade a ba de nim say ruling na court re ba de wa sentence no say onkoda ensanwam nti eno so ye de da ho no pay ye chemu kakra de amamo ye be balance ne so ansana ye ne ibuadi nkomonte bamto momfa mere me hana afi ye mfa afrefo kakra wutumade ne so na nsem ne de doso ya bododo no aso so hana ye mfa modiem na pandai isu ne da ho na afi eye isu sa ba afa utumfo se tutu so emprempre me ne okasai wabomoden na what the report akoma omampani John Dramani Mahama on the issue of boko issue se course nyan so issue eda ha be hamam for message kakran so ha ye be kan bi edi hamam Emmanuel Asubedu say is the court kangaroo today asema wo busa nti asema wo busa ne say rule na aba no wo busa say is the court kangaroo today grade say happy Wednesday to all our viewers yeda sepa and David Menu abaro Prah Emmanuel Asumedu say still it is still kangaroo Mary Michaelina was say no number 3 all the way DMB is the best candidate to lead the MPP to victory 2028 presidential election. We are winning with Dr. Bawumia. Afei Misak Boache say ask him if is the cause of Odobroni's case. Mene lawyer William Kisibon Kono Simubuza says is he the cause of Odobroni's case at the court? Okay. Minyanfufo bi mebuza no. Bawumia fire is burning them. Remember that the campaign is now on how we can help the delegates and not what we can do for the country. Good morning. Dada Joe, Tipton, Birmingham, on a message Ode Abba and Jancha Germany for please, I think the cap is like NDC. I say, please, I think your cap is like the NDC color from Goma, Italy. As you know, okay, meaning the na make now channel NDC there. It's honest. What they aba and they pay I'm for messages somebody baby no so no fa dey fa YouTube no say ba be kan Western Diamond TV Live ba ye be kan e dey amount e wa ha ma me hwe amanfo WhatsApp nso dey wo mo dey aba na menka bi ha emfama mo Same Boache asamanka say I'm extremely disappointed. Did the current president have knowledge that Boko is a very vital strategic and security point when he made a lot of political statements concerning it? I think the president should tender an apology to the good people of Boko and Ghanaians as a whole. Let me commend Otufo for his peacemaking initiatives in Boko. Whether the run even extended to 2 years, Pandai people will still maintain wonderful Martin Yindam. NPP is restoring, restructuring, rebuilding, and reuniting to restore power in 2028. And battle of the Lord. And still the battle is the Lord. Best regards to Dr. Brandon Champon. And Honorable Samuel Osei Sarkodie, aka SOS. Sami Boache, thank you for your message. This one is from Teacher Constitution Wiamwase. Pandai constituency run election. Suspension is a win for truth. The Supreme Court knows the best. NDC should respect the decision. Elections are won at the police station, not in court. NDC selective outreach won't work this time. Ghanaians are watching. The people have spoken. It is time for NDC to accept defeat. Greetings to Honorable Mavis Nkansa Boadu, Honorable Dr. Osaya Duchum, and Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen. May I say teacher constitution from Wiamwase. This one is from Capito Gosumensia. In fact, if elections were held today and now, NDC will lose perfectly with different styles because this is not what they told Ghanaians. They have failed. And people will come back 2028 with Dr. Bawumia for a better Ghana. Regards to Honorable Mavis Howard Kumsen. But my statement, yeah, punctuation mark, no. Manumra, where you know, you can't make any. I can't hear. So, yeah, that's it. Capito Gosu Mensia, it has a message. One so what they abba. Hi, good morning, gentlemen. Why can't the truth be told once? We're in this country when guys telling the monies have both right, left, center. Do you think we have forgotten so fast? Your so-called finance minister is nowhere to be found. Hey, sir, finance minister Warando. Okay. Minim the episode said here. Mami so menfa message when free her. The Lord shall reign in our life. No Satan can stand before you all the days of your life. Yeda se. Mention message odiaba. Yeda se pane unkran sasemwa odiaba ene anapay. I say good morning, my brother. In fact, you guys are doing a wonderful work for Mother Ghana. I'm telling you today, MPP will win 2028 elections. Okay. Yeda se ya fa odinka hombra na yenkai bin so emfama 0248 071 174 the bar. Na ye kan ewa ha ede amount. Abu Mahama, why is the office of the president you want to occupy or you want to do something as president. You have been in opposition for 8 years solid. Yes, but you could not learn anything. How can you destroy everything within 11 months? So after years as president, what is going to be left of us as Ghanaians? Okay, onoso dia odiaba OKD from Obuase. The message ana pay onoso ede aba enso ene no. Odo dia ba ana pay ne kan kakrakra ede ama odu audio ba yentimi mmoni yetie dia amamo. At appropriate time no bia ebepe odu nso dia bi dia amamo dia, but for now no o kire ba na yakan ewa ha ede amount. Ozi, good morning my brother. My name is Vida and I'm watching you live from Akwatia. As you were saying this morning, no development after the by-election. Okay, Vida. Yenim dada report a few about say yaba by-election no. And this is for some video ni adi na kogu Akwatia. See me say wamu yem puntu jumebu ho na manfo agina so de ato aba mo candidate no. Wamu ye by-election fitiu constituency ni nil. Akwan ye mu ja to anyina ne aye deplorable. It is in bad state ewa Akwatia. Vida ya da sipa. Enti onu so de enso eno no. Good morning my brother. Things are very hard in the system. NDC has nothing to offer Ghanaians. JDM won hand power in 2028. Special greetings to Wanabu Merikuduka. Okay, yeah that's it. Oswacha Basti ena afi incoming women's organizer Augustine Anketia. Onu so no dia ode aba anopay enso eno. I say third term for JDM so-called should step down during the presidential election. Okay, Isaac Kamponsan. Okay, yeah that's it. And so no dia would they abay ene anopay ewa ha. Keep your messages coming. Now if you know young farmers wajon chebi ewa ha na yente onka baby a onso wutie yen early free ene anopay ewa ha. Okay. Why DNA? Say good morning, my brother. In fact, I'm watching you live from Spain. God bless you guys for doing a wonderful work for the MPP and Mother Ghana. Who was Spain? Now watch ya. Mesofo Collins. Amo Ediama Eba Mami. Or Barcelona, Spain. And I pay my men so mention pa. Uba Ghana be. Umami mentimi maybe. Ewo do man petemo. Sofo Collins amo. And I pay my men all the way from Spain, Barcelona. I mentia kwanso go crash so na mentia apia kube UK incoming UK chairman for the new patriotic party when abo apia kube bia obi anapay mame entia pa mame fa frefo kakra ansane ye nua na to 0248071174 0248071174 brafo agent bra na yemon koma no pay. Good morning. Boss we didn't be afraid. Yes, John Laura, I'm in here. I didn't say. Network and then yes, some more bar. Moon position we have network and I bad, I don't know why.
Issue whether or true for
John Pacho Cobra, Nijan baby, why? Baby, I want to feel okay, baby, before morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
We didn't baby, I can say free my honest remember why. You now, so ain't you?
Yo, that's a message to question for you.
Of I am in you.
MP before I say, in a year. Now, no one concern. Yeah, 2 years, free do it, no man's antennas. And pay you, and someone all kind of lawyer now, we engage in kind of 10 years. I went in.
I don't know. know. Meaning what is going on? Yeah, you so MTN. I don't know. The network is so bad. It is not clear. Good morning. Nyamina do me ho na so e.
Some organize yeah.
Yentio. Okay.
We me see na me say ba me dey eti na ho kan to receive na no. And then I most station at least and the pictures be sent to oh bro I papa o tu fo thing o pe so et me try na mo kasi ama sunde aba I don't tell you to my lawyer. Oh, okay, a post camp. It's fake. Every day, it's all the same. TV station will.
But you know, you're young, and you mean come once more. You're discussing what you are discussing here. For different platform, yes, and Baha. Why? Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you maybe afraid?
Abu Prah, from the Accra.
What do you call me to?
Yo. Juma. Hey, now, I will put me. God has said, we won't go with the station. When you Juma, I'm not about for you become. We don't say, the brain, so could be one to see, or we could be able to see the chain. You are the champion of liberty in Ghana. Mom, you are the champions of liberty. Remember, you to me, and they are not me. Yes, send me. Let me come home.
Yeah, that's Odikro. Yeah, that's a pa. Yamisha, morning.
Yeah, Abu.
Yes, sir.
So John,
John, you until this time now, not to expect.
Yes, you, I'm a year fast. Or 2 4 every assembly, CC, and Kosiaga. I am telling you on this fact.
David Pacho, please. I don't want you to go there. Good morning. We didn't maybe a casa free.
The institutional.
The institutional. I demand my too.
Abu, Mamin Fan Chakasema Kokoswa. It's where my everyone, Mahama say, or your asset. 2 4 is bigger than asset. Answer to this one, car asset one country. It's bigger than asset. Yes, 2 4 is a national asset. I mean, this is low below.
That's why asset or asset
of this country. Okay, I would say he is the God country.
Ajimai.
There's God in him. He is the God of this country.
Okay.
Nobody born of a man. You see, there's a God in looking for, and he's the God of this country, and nobody can take it away from him. Abu, now let me come to the beer or yet for the beer, and now let me come to what you call Supreme Court in the Modiabano. The idea also somebody to when you are about Supreme Court about not community my appeal. To me, anything contrary to this rule now, I would have been surprised. You know when you become my appeal. And then first I didn't know
but at least any panomo yadia or yadia and yaika. Jomia be at least my idea no change anything.
I want to look another from Copada. Like I could just you.
Wow,
that is my baby honey.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's all.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, Mama Fawi chat to a message baby. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oba pa mama ntie me te catch it.
No, master. Master boy.
Oba pa.
Money ejuma. Na mentia, dem ye need so ba ko aka. Dr. Laji Mamudu Baumia. Baby Obi papa, I salute you. Let me transparent my standing in answer. Ni wama 2010 kan na interest baby for agoni. Konya na ato na obi a omo susu chicho na Vietnam. Na koba we name. Anti no they defend it.
Okay.
It will sad the end. Okay. Maybe first to see. Sound cook na way.
Omalance ibu na free second ba mebusa no ba bia omo yen no ne ade nto de
na di saman
mebusa
e se kanye bia nkai ma buna na yetuwa no yi wo mo begu fie en kan ko kete no ko mo mbi so mo sate e wa he 24 hour economy ne so afa he Anoka dana for refia send you or can some compare and trana the film and you are the time I went to send your previous obey your man.
Medasi obapa medasi pa yemfansi amesa bebiu na mabefa the second part of the course. Baba ibu design
Amad mawu
ele nyame asepa
minchi papa.
Okay.
Na enda Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo ase. The reason why I made the one I signed a penny there, I will say, Majidi there, Ebahi, Afa, Adembra stretchido.
Adembra, secondly, road. Sometimes a traffic check rabbit, Mifa, could see, run about in my blocking them at TSC Mafa. Secondly, when I'm at TSC Miname, never seen Trabana, I recall, Mina Messlin, Timmy Fast,
when you have also in reader.
Night here before that.
F-way in Rock.
Oh, because then you started for here. It's a free Accra station here, Farco Beach Road, one F-pa.
And they pay. As some way, some wama, the my elite pioneer there.
Are they?
And there, a crown of Sisia from Poly Junction, a branch of Poly. They were Prah Grant roundabout. Will be,
yeah.
Wire double lane, damn a wire existing one to your
yeah.
Yeah. As part of a Juma, another Dankwa Akufo-Addo, another room, what more contract 1 week. And see, you won't about the papa. Traffic will match your room.
Okay.
My mom will use 1 way more, try necessary with him, can't do ya blame pa. The big officio.
Okay.
And to me, if you one or other, now that me 1 week. And to must necessary and the people washing with him, can't. Them strong on Frencham. I have pressure. If you have one level, you see how we know.
Okay.
It's one Frencham, papa.
Okay.
No, yeah, Wapayo.
Okay.
No, I'm a bit TV doing to my band.
And you're
Frencham.
Okay.
I will. Now,
to be 101.3.
Minchia, MPP, back, the delegates, you know. There, men there. I will, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo to suffer a paying for our best channel. Yeah, vilific and some kaka another. Like the what is one can't move the but there I share na and same be an awkward no wakufum and it's good. Yeah, I just say in the go to an airport and in the dance a man with an abo by a champion why interview on a book and why interview no why ne former wife can say men with our constituents war no so Casasanya more. It's the beauty of the democracy since we are not practicing any other crazy but the democracy and yeah, the party paying fast papa including the delegates and I'm sure one day what to about my Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia definitely 2028 we will win power and recapture power back.
All right, yes, I say from the Panda issue Nebreniko
awu what friend then Panda issue you want
Jana mo shishana munsaka no
wanoma
so dem no mo dey asem ko court ba
no ba now no e wa oye obi baka dey oye asem ya do court no oye wo friend bi was say but pedam use the exact word when your lawyers ban pedam suriyai you say friend suriyai suriyai you say suriyai no na ya pede or quash the high court decision of Tamale court decision was a bad there one nullify result no they should go for rerun no on ruling na but ruling no so what's what baba 13th January
and see but now say almost 7 the NDC
candidate no on the issue no serve we jani
when what's all the attempt won't make it to
so o my mobile money ne number na ni din aba anu ma send no WhatsApp message ama na kwentino mo mfa sa you know
and
can say petition no motion
you friend and crampo sermons
no mfa homa
na abu it's good that they are using the technology there Belief was the aim on our three attempts out of servo and why also 3 attempts now we won't pay and then me say Samia Kuno no Susana was sending mobile money pomoke you
no you kasa na chairman kasa o kan so ma send mobile money akọrọ hey any petrol so ma say da say na ya kwan evidence say ampa initiative bia take place
anti it's a good way court now adopt them technological means of serving people sermons is good because going forward now that making e bia atum go kroma ada na ehwe bia men sermons e chima ya sanu akedo obi no hall akoda nyo padno e de o sekendi bi na sabi na la hu menyim mempere mo bonizin assembly member na ehwe na yehun sanu obi no hall wa dem da na obi men tie ko bompoko na abo ano ye kwaso ye de bo we ya na nyimini we hu notice no no do appear so if the court were to develop some ways and means wotum the serve obia and
baba among for is it about a commentary among for run here about the issue of Tamale High Court rule or the buyer and in some surrounding man for Kasa Bebreno also some decision be
the man should be part of the how do you call the case no why no there or challenge 17 into there now no only more kodo nti azibe bokodo bia so for them to determine or ruling beba out no he need to be part nti na court no sen there or the embargo ato or friend then we ran no momodo na mom na ruling na nkasa then 13th abu and na nkofo bi sa questions the American there your instances bi wo kroma ha ya blekuma abaze not bia I was at some courts there 19 polling stations now irregularities wana what did the court say
okay enkoto
to the 19 polling stations and if there were identify irregularity abu now that's some about courts there court as some azaba no maybe out of 152 polling stations only 41 polling stations no more issues abu acha only 41 out of the 152 no more issues and even the third party another third party case no being the electoral commission has provided empirical evidence of 150 police stations out of 152 police stations are NDC MPP and the electoral officers presiding officers or the various police stations appended their signature on the pick sheet indicating that
they are satisfied their results.
The results. 150 polling stations out of 152. Into on which grounds? On the lawyers, no. Na be no onyim brand will be said there. Other grounds no. On them do determine there. One nullify results no okay. And Abu oyam hu dem America wa there. The Supreme Court another hen court no. What's the feedback for them and I will say a man ewa na say hen legislature abanafa the executive abanafa na say court no so yen take na abanafa kanwa emu ne timemufo no wa start with them bra why then what they say wonsem because when you there so one from branch wonsem a wo do court wo nya tenteni and see there in the wisdom of yenankasa yen payufa say bi wonanyim bobe wozimu well, Ukroma ha, you found the justices, no. They've said now and realized that the public commentary about their dealings these days, no, or against them or BBO, so they need to set up. And it's good that in paying for them what's no, Dr. Amda Pamanu Yako, and Tomo Yumukakra, PNDC free, and 1 year home. Now, what did them ruling now be? But say, when any Zima. Wa ko school education we attaining them level in life
Yempero obiazi won anyim botwetwu form in terms of ruling bia was baba. And Abu, your president. Oho then about the Pini case. Another case be that question na as one case. And the Benin said that until now no Pandai MP no butu represent Pandai for parliament. Fatima Abubakar said yes because the decision High Court in the Bay was to go for rerun of the election. Now the Supreme Court us in there won't hold on the rerun. So he still holds himself as an MP.
So the Akano any lawyers akasa bepe the Akano say Speaker of Parliament obedane na no so one the decree the seat no vacant am won't yan kobi so therefore Friday omukọ a the amanfo hopia ne say obekọ akọ dane na no wọn abanya sa si wan kakura no according to lawyers no contempt e betima che speaker no
nyo this is not sorry number 3 nti number 3 no chede
number 3 ne ye bra na MPP wakonya so ana o ka say we number 3 do you know my number? Do you know my number?
Number 3.
Do you know the position that
14 player? And so you na na ma kwan madam nya.
Speaker.
So nti Abu Meya kanye there. Oye enije.
Okay.
Na waba. And enije na waba no so you best court and omon kodo dama because Abu de Monday metina ha makede PNDC law 284. Article 18 1 and 2 of the PNDC law 284. Okay, Gazette and some of election results. And Abu. And as our Gazette results no sir. I will clear 15 days. And within the time frame our Gazette results no to file an application at our High Court. And you don't go for didn't can file an application 22nd. Are you premature? No, we call draw away. Now they sat down for the 15 days to elapse. Then they went to file the application on 25th January 2025, 32 clear days. And some Brandon Kasampona, who can there say election someone one quay, able to make a file petition or court. Who can 284 PNDC law. I don't know, Crampo, a good among Brando. And say Hindi. And judge lawyers in bisa there. What you know what the kind of mass no. And see about Supreme Court in painful. You want bro many and when BBR so on your assumption. And not on your easy na hearsay. No. They deal with the law. They deal with empirical evidence. And go for no file within the time frame now. So I'm file within the time frame. But then I'm brand okafa.
Okay.
And see yes Abu. Yes, sir. The woman burning Yejuma. Mama, there, I didn't hope if but on them there. Some of the Accra there, been more WhatsApp platforms. So, you been a group administrators, including lawyers and judges, and CSOs in Inti. Or said, I didn't have a court in our group administrators and the double 2 years.
Mate, young van on Conco, Hona, young share, Finance Minister Ababo and Tiabe Abeclair, sir. Your public debt now do 70 to 71 billion Ghana cedis because of exchange rate.
Abu
within that 3 months.
Onye there yen public debt in the way with the moon.
I say exchange rate.
And your numbers Moabaka no on exchange rate. And your Abu share yo chroma ha. Na you started the year can be Ghana for there. Dollar you also dollar kofum. Nigga so not only artificial. Okay in second quarter IMF.
But dollar ndi minimum say na man for asem no. Dollar di original.
I see.
Dollar no original by because of say na ho odi mu pagya na eba from na ne yesidi no o problem ti yesidi no ana ya mon kasa. Aha yesidi na ho odi no. Say cost dollar no di original. $1 no original $1. And here $1 na ya de toto yesidi ne ho ba bia na ho odi bra.
Na appreciate.
Appreciate and I say
undepreciate. Enti
yesidi na ho odi no.
Yesidi na ho odi na akofo.
E je say mo say akosoro because of baby dollar na ho ejina no ntino ama sidi no na ho de na ejina against the dollar.
Good. Abu ehun na ye ka de sidi na ho de na wa akosoro no onye bibia artificial.
Okay.
And this if we you won ma wakaka nsam bia onye no kwar as if there ni yenyi meye kaka abu second quarter of this year ebeke the IMF came out okay che oya the finance ministry that where would they are pumping forest reserves into the system ono na one must no originally but now going forward they should give us the report on the amount that every quarter another every month will pump into the system and ebosha odu baby no over the report by the August will pump 1.something billion ebeka
yeah
abu ni na Fitch Bloomberg and other financial institution no other financial nkofo were expert what catching in plane there on yes sustainable ade yerian on yes sustainable na ehwe media budget at force in some okay us in there physical policy na no kaka ho a abanu wa manage economy ni ye no
physical discipline
rather no ama our friend and how do you call it yes see
no nya
hoden nche na okuma
yeah
so what has changed where is the physical
the SN road in Kwana etimi ahupi your public debt to 70 billion Ghana cedis
anya no kwal
that is according to the finance minister
anya no kwal abu no mo hwe our friend and joy news and the in bill no why analysis be there no and check us exchange rate so exchange rate no obe affect external debt
yeah
na external debt no so say wa kosoro look at a domestic debt no say what has changed anoso wa kosoro anoso akosoro enti now na see the nya hode no enwa dollar no wasi our friend and dollar no we generando I see ne generando ma dollar ongu baby amfemfe obenne ne yen local debt no so eden akosoro abu so it tells us that what be you want bobo secretary di bia then yawe abu domestically and then as I'm talking to you
they say $11 the me search here the $11 cedis and 52 pesos
be ojo
11 cedis 52 pesos
and I'm see na akọ so when you the go channel Abubakar no na no what more 12.5
nyanya de no mo say 10 age na 10 ana say no baby
ana mo say NDC your online governance o na your offline governance
okay
and see online na ye hu na what the church here no be ko foma e bon na they are offline no nyama ye and it's clear now that now no abu in the midst of meyer coming na yan our friend then dollar CD rating abu enyim there we catch in the gold board sika wonya wo ho is part of sika we use what they cushion another what support yan currency say away now gold prices are high do you know that and see abu yemse yan there now we are one first case dollar starts dollar kosuri now why 70 billion ibia yemse yan there it is a good price as dollar ko form so no so obodure yan and unprecedented in the history of this country. I stand to be corrected. But within the past 4 years, Abu, fourth quarter, dollar percentage wise, uncontrolled the more controlled under this government. Fourth quarter, dollar controlled at 3%, 2%, because fourth quarter no is circulating in the system.
Yeah.
Because of Bonya and importers, one of was bano, until fourth quarter dollar controlled them. But due to the artificial management of the economy, CCR all exposed one. And this is what we are seeing now. I wanted to give you some figures in domestic aspect. Secretary concerned by 80 billion domestically.
I cannot cost 80 billion.
80 billion. I can't contain
Ghana cedis.
My market now. But when within 10 months, what's his gain you walk? 11th month, roughly 11th month.
Now, no, sis can was asking, I'm on your
and you come and confide you 1 year. Wait till 1 month. What is what can I throw one?
No, scan on Mokoto Pampers in the area. You want me to Coco is Kavaya?
And see, and what?
I know Yeska.
Abu Medin cannot catch or they know. I don't enter Krabua and confirm to go Bokina. Unko kan keche ndam nyama no wonu agye ho because abo no to ala we yeska.
Okay. First for say omo project next year. Say cedi na ho den no against the dollar no be weaken by 8%.
Abu ancho on your news are obvious. Looking at
obvious.
Are obvious. Looking at the artificial way that they are
almost say artificial say artificial.
You no artificial
almost say physical discipline and am here do sir.
Mama can
say artificial.
Mama can some show. Abu,
I remember them.
The physical discipline, the finance minister said it during the media budget. Now, President Mahama, Ebekea, also there, NDC, they have the way of controlling the dollar to cedi ratio. But a dollar no, on the butu am dollar now about 10 cedis, and any kroma ha. So I didn't artificial. Why the president butu market there on the butu am dollar about 10 cedis? If oil demand and supply, if oil how yeah mo kroma ha, how are any importation no any export no determine and nyama. How can a president tell us that on the butu am dollar about 10 cedis? How miso so artificial and all artificial is sinti
to manipulate system
no man there I share and the answers in the 4 days yen graphic whatever part of there you inject 10 billion
10 billion and that's economy
yeah that's economy
and that's a forest reserve in order to make the city gain strength
10 billion so oil habadi on artificial oil habadi I have some figures here yes obiala nkodo obiala nfa dollar nse cedi is can same do but na do dan kwa for the time other baby na yehu there covid na non keka what the 1.1 billion a whole year 1.1 billion
amount for kasai
o kroma ha o ha 2021 na wiasna fande nyinara wonya shocks ma America injected $3 trillion onye bilo $3 trillion no Ghana we injected 1.9 billion ono ekude tonom Sam George nom na NDC fui atoforsen what say abani here incompetent abani cannot manage the affairs of this country abani tum hwe eskasamdo instead we can inject 1.9 billion a whole year and no nye there abanumpo there was an issue another our friend and is assembly anyi ho na abane said ka there manage economy ni intimidation mo there were crises across the globe including the Black Sea area na aban inject 1.9 billion only 2 billion no na where be ya as an economy and manage ni am flamboyant I ensure physical discipline. You've injected 10 billion. Abu, more than 5 times of Obinia crisis or injecting. So this tells us the following year, Orco, I didn't look for no. We injected 1.1 billion. 1.1 billion. By way in your crisis. Russia Ukraine treaty war petrol sam uncle baby ala America pay Trump Israel na kuna mo kokodinya mpefat na wa hwema bibiara wa solve amicably yen here forex dudu biara ye de kakra fuo ye da ba odu baby no time ye inject the miskempo na yen for dam policy na oye abu ebeka dam butter trade ni ai Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de be
gold for oil
na yan fan bay but how much did we inject 1.1 billion but now you have all these policies at your disposal and then you to me your cities cities you don't to gold wa ha na yedem gold board no gold board wa cotton na wadaji fango
oil asa meja fi away Ghana
he is in charge of operations NDC party I'm telling you today
operations
nanti the journalist for me say na akota kala amona
eni ti ron wa edin okrom ha no
na journalist who platform no wo try one call a month won want to take us amon sam ye fi ataka Paddy Bodea, our radio XYZ offended. XYZ another ways of
Heneba.
Oh, and the car white to be nice saloon car. That would be. No picture. Oh, some Indian Fiada Roma. What to call Aman? Have you seen the media talking about even this Pampas issue?
No.
Pad issue.
David.
They are not speaking. They are not talking because when my man. To some fee.
I see.
And see, the policies here can want some in your politics are abandoned on all the John all in your to their benefit. But they are still injecting capital or money, 10 billion into our forex sustainability.
Mati.
Abu, they be saying there. How sustainable? Let the Mazibo to Wakodo. You put them every year. You inject 10 billion.
Kasa bebre bring inflation 6.3. Yes, ni ma boy for. Ese we see maka sekra. Ni ma boy for.
So that for can this one na to kaka chekro for there. Inflation akofo mu ana dey.
Ah, na won ti krom ha. Yes, ni ma boy for nte.
Wahin podam won che Ah. Na boy we see krom ha
don't go me.
Na when you krom ha na what about online there. Cement no what do? Whatever 55 cities to 65 cities.
Hey, look at them, it is 74, man. 74 and 70.
Yako, Kenya, I mean, you know, 120.
A cement bag.
No.
Maybe a vary depending on production area assessment.
Our production. Just some work like Cranker, Gibson. No other components, what they are cement. And
the gas some the 120. No. You almost 70 cities,
70 or one chain and go to be.
Cement bag.
Must one chain and go to be. You're grading 42.5 R. Lay to 2.5 R. Lay super strong than one cacao. One chain and go to be.
Mate, is it why you for as one we had Malik Basentali? When John German, Mamma, 10 months near. Why you for so much to Amaka? No, almost see you over here. Almost see you over here. Now, Yana, unemployed environmental health officers in Sutigu. Nurse of once say 11 months ascension tia. The more here, the more there, the more there, the more here. What is going on? Let us why 10 months. Almost to Amaka. Abu. Yenti on kakana. Yanko license sorry.
25th August 2015. 25th August 2015. My job online. Coalition of unpaid nurses and midwife mad at government over delay in payment of salaries and arrears. Kankana bawonyima ewa eba story na nkasa na asa. Also the GRNA advised we should hold on out intended action on Monday 24th August 2015 and task us to submit our collated document for immediate intervention, especially the instance whereby some colleagues have not been paid for 12 to 23 months.
2015. 12 to 20. Where health workers and I said
health workers.
Ghana Registered
Nurses
and Midwives Association.
25th of August 2015. No one or your president.
John German Mama Bia.
Nurses no why you from 12 to 36 months. 36 months no. 23 months. About 23 months and 1 month can 2 years. In the nurses I you won't tell one cow. Yeah, but to the catch nurses in a day. These are the situations are. Who colleagues be no more from then. It took another Akufo-Addo's administration. No, we proceed the backlog of nurses from 2013 because of the IMF conditionalities are President Mahama signing into. What's your case, Adodo? You can't show one there. Who colleagues be no more one allowance? It be no one and son will two with school fees. It be no more said away and away and son will two what a laptop. And now we're two feeding grant. It took another Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, one ban. No ma, wotum, store allowance, Monday. money bi ne ba no to any school fee through the allowance money bi ne ba otum nya ska to laptop ye ka da mi se mi nya ha kire won abu enyimonyom no oto a ya adwoso ya nto
ala wana abas want to
and fast forward abu apart from backlog na do dan kwa akufo na Dr. Mahmoud Baum yo be clear no wo fire fa to 2021 nurses from backlog no wo fire to 2021 including private nurses one of private schools na abu ehwe oye Mosisi na chi nyinara obi ofo wadwum na nto abama na ese kwoto ama NDC.
So the problem is ni nyinara ya de atwemko in our current dispensation NDC ama wa memuos waba 11 months 10 months you are yet to pay some of the workers in this country obi omusi kara no ye bobi tira wa beka say 700 800 1000 1500 no ni problem say government officials monthly salaries in the bosume 15 16 na atom bankwara we sika ni nyamai what is the problem? That is my question I'm asking you.
Our problem in the BS da and I say so
BS den ti aman 7
and ochede oyenusu na no ban mampo na makatra onyen
ani won pamo mun kofie
oyenusu na no ban because abu that time here them necessary maka wa some 2050 osun na when you start kanya no confirm we to kobokina na moboa maybe so sada moboa na when you scam one same is applicable to today next is on to one ka we to akala chinkokwa nketenkete onto won ka we akala chinkokwa nketenkete onto won ka we onkoto pa 292 million a enti odan wona wotene ho na wohun abana NDC ada wotum prioritize over ada wope onye nurses no nkutie teachers
yeah
I have another story mbori da chiro
but I mean why you dey na enwa
why you nkwa school of
Malik Basantari no way
I tried last week remember I tried last week to the Facebook post
so what you say
was binum say allegedly was when you stroke binum say
I know be say enya no kre njo way
na awahen adene you know but I'm not menyimni enka pandai sembe wa fane 44 men o say 4k men
4k ni 5k
no
3k ni 5k
or the motor e dey nyim sisi awahen as young individuals and I from a politics
okay
we need not to vilify people etum jina platform though you lied against Dr. Mahmoud Baumia that who the of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia law pork I don't hear a chiwode ka say a religion a whole religion one in shame netum pay more to them a righteous leader bia Muslim fraternity na we hundo oyin papa panom I would do to your parochial interest why you see one epenti if you join a platform lied against the man now where are you? This world is full of mysteries. That's why I always say that we need to remember the Newton's third law of motion in everything that we do. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Yeah. Not today, but in the near future. Example, why you phone last week or try to connect Facebook? The President Mahmoud about your uncle up to now on today. Apart from that, school of hygiene from Children and also pick ticket. From more sorry, Buaha. 2018 May 10th May 2018 it took another danko akufo now ban no before from 2010 2011 2012 2013 2014 up to 2019 from 2010 to 2019 10 solid years school of hygiene for no tentinefie it took another no before in the various local government assemblies. And auto one team there. Abani so about 133 into assembly now or we have 200 about for him 400 abu onto ultima a school of hygiene onto ultima not one team there one trouble ma ben what trouble mo we are and you na frakadam I was symbolic na you next war say you want to take them from you to for the various assemblies and because in Canapa school of hygiene for a town council for them there from one town council for no wa bo when you tell you about for so baba and you for so do ba and can you na edwuma lokodo abada dem babuni sister abu enyima one priority one woman yan kokwan ketenkete 2 Fellow Scratch for Sun office 78 million bia no what more on bia but yes is can you come ha abu one priority in there over for CSOs lawyers special prosecutor some judges na journalists for no we try one government just to defend them in say the nurses will not me obey at there obi aka wan sem bi ma we call demonstration na the following day asam na die because they are paying the journalists don't work want some they are paying them
Mate
some of them don't work as some no when you read the obaka abu now into ama masre am to sre na masre da ye na MPP for no ye Dr. Mahmoud Bahomyam da na Ghana fo na nurses no oye ye na nkasa timemi fo no ye hu da he is our only hope
me da se Mami fa be 5 or 6 scholars bi kan na yemfa NC good morning Udi baby of Frefi
Abu Adams in
Nkotompo Adams mami ntie why
Abu ninche mo boss side ibu abu no papa data one or two in the past papa but data feed Christmas whatever you say go yadi Abu listen there with the chef the former MP for the former sir and incoming Western Regional Treasurer and I appear na incoming Western Regional
ya time no so nto tia me we free so kan asam se ne nko ai e tena no abetia
me Abu yeah ebe am ka there and this ban onya ban na there yen ga na fo ye de wo ye wo ye to odo ma in the ndi Abu basically say youth what you about the man you want to see ara in the one fight and there or catch for the why you want to run the job for that Takoradi now so in there yani MP you who was the constituency
yeah say MP e be hwe na ma good morning Udi baby afrefi opani kwanza mte on catch pa mama tio
oh ana mercha ukolo
mefro mama tio
yo me tia no brother for papa no me tia no juma fina yo wo there nyama bi o sisi da man ame onye mu wu na MPP so so let's say them am pay yawo in this support them o say that the can you know what no one here so when nyaba samasa entum into everything for one so no what way na yengu we can no for the MPP for sana ye dem fua o ta na ndi for one ye da men nyama entum kan cha na ndi so nya party people wo so no worry the nizin so let us glorify it one client no for one ndi so nya party for the Ghana. The Bona was glorified by even the president of the Indian party. Nobody can be. How can the president?
Open spy, but that's a pa. That's a good morning. Yes, sir.
Say, Okusambu.
Bema Mamintio.
A security with your papa.
Okay.
Yes, Abu the boy. You are. When the bomber you are everybody professor. Share Abu. I mean the beauty that's there. Action come out could work up. Action confirm one beyond one can say yeah. The beauty that's there. Gigi powerful Gida when you want to pay Mahama. Wow, what could show the view of Araba? That's what they could be. Sabana Damaro. And the it will be just the NPP, Ghana Mayoku, Ekunafa Mayoku, Injanka Mayoku, Cocoa Farmers, Ona Mayoku, for just the Swam Mayoku, the very that it's Papa. They can you win book, and yet the madam.
May I say, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Udi baby afrefi nyame Adam. Ochame mamintio.
You wanna tell me chairman na mache da wumia. Kaka me kan say. Nurse for no. Che President Bahama otua mo kan be ye media papa.
ebe shimia ah na wote waje nto mame na se obi so aba what from am to from am ndokodi wo ndokodi mame ke story ebe na hama the people will train us to make a papa and then my 28 yeah papa that will be the president here 2024 for omelette for one Obama Dr. Bawumiano yeah for woman will do
Menyesa good morning
Abu
Odisebeni
yeah I'm speaking from Volta region Sogakofe.
Your name Robert, let's hear you.
Bebeto.
Robert Bebeto.
Yeah.
Good.
F1.
F1. What?
There is a secret. I would like you to pick this number so after the show we talk.
Okay.
And what I want to say also is what Fifi Kote is saying that Ama is not interested of the third time. You know, it is early that they will say something like this, but when the time is getting closer, you will see them saying another thing again. So they just want to prepare the mind of Ghanaians that, oh, we will not do that. But when the time comes, then they will project it, and there is nothing anybody can say.
Okay.
So don't trust over whatever that they say.
Let us say, Roberto, thank you so much for calling to. Last caller, good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Odisebeni. Yentio. Yala say absia yentimi fa ofrefo bia awia riska babo ba na dia ka no de amamo meya na menti o de twato na yepija yo
ntimayer kanye de party fu no awo ye bese da me yegudua ye nkakanka o me ye nkakanka da mana 31st ntum koto aba mama bia hye panyin bia araroba panyin bia sefete da odo di party nanyim na mum amem susuem ne feel there Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia is the right choice nyina ye hien and na Ghana for so no policies be today dam abu credit score system ya and one of the filling stations was album was bugumne botu lately you been all the better mama government workers no one way juma so even your private individual work one case we maybe your crampo can be helped out in terms of this credit score system and say best said the party for nankasa yenhwe ne Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia na Ghana for no when they've done a great disservice to themselves what problem friend John Dramani Mahama see best say okay MPP delegates let's vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia.
All right, but that's it. Abusha Ebu ena what's in no Isaac Ejendonko Ebu onu free China no obese yes Hong Kong free Hong Kong na last one akona here what yes taking sing is Ida na sepa efebe bari mabana na Accra do Prah chema ba yes ente la bran say wa many upon Samuel Tingo Kwabna Yaro Blay and pay ombo mechidom na yasomo kranse goso yada ma sepa papa say mo test yasamo frey ye be kokuma se be kokofa sports the aba after that na ebo fo na wo sia wo scan from poor man so na wo do man punto so the aba nsema do esi nyuma wo do akoso e wo NDC MPP abreso ai nei aba we ba ye wontimi nya bie kura wo kasa se e say your public debt do best 70 billion ka prekra punto papa bia nkoso okromia ere won sem the aba na nyame yadoma said ya yasomo anu hwe be from next week dia esi e break na mo kodi break no next week be break na kodi break na nyame yadoma January no ya saba na ya baba tu se ma na be ne sa era masipi anapai meso yeso na dwumadi aka to ahye da masipa papa mo amudi ma woda nyina nso ene nyame onhyam nyema koma so ade makoma ko emfa ema makra mu nyina good morning bye bye